Um, I'm about to go ahead and start this little minute get started. Alright. I think you may have to turn your phone down because when we start talking, it might echo.
Yep, I need to turn my phone all the way down. I wasn't even trying to have a phone. All right.
Yes, Tuesday. And then we went 2 Tuesdays without doing the show because it was 5 Tuesdays last month.
Yes, it was 5 weeks.
5 Tuesdays. So
Yes,
I was like, you know what, we gonna see them on because I always say it's not every other Tuesday, it's the first and third Tuesday of every week.
it's the
No
first
matter
and third.
five.
Yes, y'all. So we
So
here.
I'm definitely excited about tonight giving away this trip or trips because she said she may give away more than
She may
one.
give two. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
excited too.
And I'm excited to talk about financial things. What's up, Quincy King Jones?
Financial literacy. Hey, Cuzzo.
Yeah, financial literacy, taxes. I really want to know about the pre-tax um, information as well as the business funding.
Yes. So I'm myself getting ready to embark on the business funding with her. Um, and I'll let her go into more in depth with it, but it is an awesome program. So I'm excited about that. I'm
Okay.
excited about her. Oh, it's me. Let me leave you down. I'm a Warriors fan. I'm sorry, y'all. My team playing, but I'm gonna turn it down for my peoples. Okay.
Might have
So
to put them captions on because if I turn it down low, shoot, even if it's up high, I have to put the captions on. I
yeah.
can't hear.
So yeah, I'm trying to multitask. My baby was like, "So how are you going to be on a podcast, mom, and watch TV?" I said, "I'm a multitask."
I'm a multitask.
That's how.
I know.
So yeah.
And I didn't cook, and the chicken took longer than it was supposed to. So probably about 15 minutes. I'm gonna let you and Cubana, you and Keisha talk for a second and make their plate.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I
Uh,
just got done doing that. I just got done fixing plates and frying shells. We did Taco Tuesday. We haven't done it
yeah.
in a while, so
The only reason why I didn't do nothing, usually I do some type of Mexican food or tacos on Tuesday,
mm,
but and I fry fish or something on Fridays. But I didn't do it today because yesterday was Cinco de Mayo.
okay.
So we had our Taco Tuesday yesterday. Basically I made taco bowls.
You know what? To me, Cinco de Mayo is just not Cinco de Mayo unless I'm in California. It just don't hit the same.
Oh, really? It's not like that in
No,
Vegas?
no, they don't do nothing.
Uh,
I mean, they do like restaurants and stuff, but like you know how we do it. On
yeah.
okay, Charterway, we kick it and
Uh-huh.
hang out with our peoples and yeah, they don't do it like that out here. So yeah, I just be like it's regular.
Yikes. They don't really do much out here. I think they have maybe one or two events, you know what I'm saying, for Houston for
Uh-huh.
Cinco de Mayo. But they always eating out here in Houston. So it's always a party.
Always Houston. I cannot wait to get to Houston to eat. That's one of the
Yes,
main reasons why I come to see my bestie and to eat.
yes. Love Houston food.
Oh,
So yes, I'm excited about today. And then also I have a subject or two. If she gets done early, we can definitely jump into something. If you have a subject, we can use your subject. But just in case, I definitely have some subjects we can jump into.
yeah. I wanted to kind of stay on the financial realm. Um,
Okay.
with a couple of my questions, but we can definitely, navigate to wherever you want to go. But yeah, I was just like, since we're talking about financial literacy, let's ask some questions about finances and see, what's the general consensus out here.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and jump into the song.
Let's go.
Before we get started, let me see. I always love this one. Lucy Pearl, Dance Tonight, y'all.
Okay.
Before we get started.
That you look good, make sure that I smell good. Let's purchase 2 new Bentleys. I know that it looks trendy, so glad that it's not windy. Here comes that girl named Donnie, ask if she wants to go. Tonight's gonna be hot for sure. Big dancing on the floor, folks tripping, I don't know. Money flying everywhere, champagne we won't go there. Bottles popping in the air, they'll be screaming, I don't care.
I'm over here looking at Quincy telling me what to do. No, it's gonna look funny if I do it sideways.
I want you to do it
So
sideways.
yeah, but just like this, like
You turn your phone sideways. Q, leave us alone.
he's talking about how I be trying to control things and all that.
Got it. Leave us
he
be.
on here, Yeah, he doing the same thing. But all right, so y'all, we about to get started. I'm excited about the giveaway tonight. I'm excited about having Miss Lakeisha Hedson on here tonight. I see her back, and she's about to come in. I definitely have my questions ready, and I know a few people are in here, and I'm sure they're going to pour in later because you know how it goes. Everybody always late. They always on PP time, but we're gonna get started anyway. So let me go ahead and pull. Yes. Plus, people go back and watch it as well.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Miss Keisha.
Hi, everybody. How are y'all?
We good in yourself.
That's good.
How you
I'm
feeling?
good.
You feeling good? Tuesday.
Yes, it's a good Tuesday. That's what
It
I forgot
is.
is my wine. Can I be excused?
Can you be excused?
Can I
No,
be excused?
that's okay. Hold on. I got some help. Hold on.
Okay.
I need to get some help too because I'm not at home again, and my lighting is terrible. Ew.
You already turned the light on?
I don't even know how to turn a light on in her room.
I would have called somebody like, "Hey, how you turn this light on, y'all?" But that's how it be, especially when you have kids or whatever. You doing the most. You got to use them kids, man.
Right. CJ, help me out. Okay.
These kids know all about the computers and the technology.
Just a little bit. But listen, this was easy to get onto, though. I like this setup. Here, I
Yeah,
thought I was gonna have to lock. I like this.
That's the one.
Huh.
I feel fancy.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, kind.
look, and Yvonne then probably accidentally clicked herself off.
Uh-oh. And here goes CJ. Bring me my wine. Talking about, ooh, this. I feel fancy.
Hilarious. What type of wine you sipping tonight?
This is Stella. It's a little Stella.
Okay. So you like the light stuff.
For tonight. Oh no, I'm a tequila drinker. I love tequila.
Okay, that's right. I'm sorry. You're right.
Tequila silver. Yeah, I love my tequila now.
Yes. I actually been into the dark tequila. Reposado, is it?
Okay, yes. Now I can do reposado. I can do that.
Yeah, I was like, it's like a mix between tequila and Hennessy to me.
Now I can do some hen, but it's like for some reason, like the gold tequila, it's not my friend.
Yeah, nah.
I've gotten, I think in my older age though, I cannot do like the cheaper liquors. Like it gets me every time. I have the worst hangovers in the world. So I have to really watch what I drink. And then it's only like a specific, and the crazy part, it's the Jose Cuervo traditional, that 100%.
Yeah.
It's not expensive whatsoever at all, but that's the only tequila that I do right with my tummy.
Oh, wow.
That's the crazy part of that. But like besides that, it would have to be like a Patron or something like that if I'm gonna get outside the box on a tequila, and my dark's got to be like a Hennessy or a Remy or something like that. But
yeah, definitely. And with my wines, I always tell Quincy when he buy my wines, I'll be like, please don't get me nothing under 10%.
Oh yeah.
I might do a 9. I might do a 9 or 9.5, but usually 10%, 12%. The one I got tonight is 13.5. I likes to chill.
What are you drinking?
Menage a trois.
Now, what's that? What does that bottle look like? I've never even heard of it.
It's a red blend.
Oh, is it sweet? What is it? Is it sweet or is it?
It's semi-sweet. It's not super bitter like Cabernet Sauvignon or Merlot. It's not super bitter like that, but it's not super sweet like Sweet Red.
Okay.
It's like
I'll have to try that. See, I'm not big on like reds too much, or because they're kind of dry. I don't like Chardonnays or any. I like really sweet wines like Moscatos, pink Moscatos.
Oh,
I'm a sweet wine drinker.
yeah.
Sweet wines, but I'll have to try that. Okay, so when you drink your wine, do you pick because they say like certain wine has to go with certain foods. So like because I know you're a foodie too. You cook
Yeah.
too. So is it certain wine has to go with certain foods?
If I'm cooking, but if I'm just eating, I really don't mind. Usually, if it's a red sauce, then I'll go red wine. If it's a white sauce, then I'll go. I don't know what's going on with my lighting. If it's a white sauce, then I'll probably go a lighter. But desserts I know are the more of the red wines, sweeter red wines for desserts. But if
Mhm.
I'm cooking, then yeah, it's specific because you don't want sweet wine for your savory sauces. So
Okay.
reds,
Okay.
I'll do dark reds that are not sweet, like Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon. I'll do it with red meats like steak or roast.
So, oh,
You know,
you put it in
sometimes
the roast too.
yes. So anytime I'm doing
Ooh.
oxtails or short ribs or even just a chuck roast and you want it to fall apart and all that, add
Mhm.
some Merlot, some Cabernet Sauvignon to that, and telling you it's gonna kick it up a notch.
Is that when you're like what? Like when you're sauteing it, what you call it, searing it, or when you're actually, yeah.
So after you sear it and you put it in the pan with all your vegetables, and then you're going to put your beef broth and a little bit of red wine like Merlot or Cabernet, and then it's called braising because you're cooking the meat with a half at the liquid halfway up the pan, so it's not covering fully immersed in it; it's
Uh-huh.
halfway. So that's called braising.
Okay. Okay, not
Yeah.
this weekend, but next weekend I'm pulling the roast out the deep freezer. I may have to give you a call.
Yes, you can. You can
I'm
always
gonna
call
try.
me or text me or whatever.
I'm
Yes,
surely gonna
always.
try it. Did not know that. I'm gonna give it a
Yes.
try. I'm not cooking
And
this
you
weekend
can
though.
get
It's
wine too
Mother's
with
Day weekend.
Because I'm in the podcast. Yeah, I am.
because I'm in the podcast. Yes, I am.
Thank you. Because he said you called me all the way up here to turn the light on. Yes, 'cause I'm in the podcast. Sorry.
Yes, we can definitely see you more too.
Yes, my lighting was terrible.
Is that my
Oh,
lighting
yeah.
okay, isn't it? Am I okay with my
Yes,
lighting, guys?
yes, we can
No,
see
you're
you.
perfect.
Okay.
We can see you.
All right, perfect.
Okay, so let's get into it now that Cubana is back. Did you want to start your questions first, Cubana, or you want to come after me, or we can do question for question?
So my question was, when you are a couple, first married, do you share your finances? And if you're not married, just a couple, do you share with your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other?
Ooh, great question. Um, Now when you share with a boyfriend, what do you mean by that? Do you mean banking accounts or you mean your finances, period? Or just your banking account? Do you mean like a joint
Cubana?
banking account or do you mean like
I think she
share
froze,
with them? Okay. What do
but
you
she probably. I think she's talking about sharing bank accounts.
banking accounts? I wouldn't share a banking account with my boyfriend. I wouldn't. I wouldn't mix my finances with a boyfriend. I just wouldn't because they can get really, really sticky. I feel like you should have your account. I have my account. Um, and if we're living together, bills, we know what bills we're supposed to pay. You handle your bills, I'll handle my bills. But no, not as boyfriend and girlfriend. We're not doing joint accounts. And for me personally, after being married 21 years, I don't even think I'm going to do a joint banking account, even if I was to get married to somebody else. There's just a lot of things that I'm just not going to do the second time around. If it ain't Cliff, it's not happening, honey. I'm sorry.
Nah, I feel it. Hey, 50, see you in here. Thank you for coming through. Um, Definitely, I feel like after I've been with Quincy for 17 years. We'll be married 15 years this year, and so I definitely feel like um, and he probably gonna kill me for saying this, but I didn't talk to him about it anyway, so he ain't tripping. But I definitely feel like it should be when you're married or y'all living together, whatever is serious. Like Keisha said, y'all have your own accounts and then have a third account where y'all transfer money to that account to pay for house bills, to pay stuff for the kids. If y'all doing a trip together, anything that has to do with y'all doing this together. And
Right.
y'all have your own accounts where whatever you have in your account is your money. Now, if y'all just decide to discuss what you have, like, hey, I got 2,000 in mine, you got 15 in yours, whatever. But I just feel like it should definitely be, and then you can even have a fourth one for the savings.
Right.
So y'all have a joint one for y'all bills and kids or whatever in house, and then the savings for when y'all want to save.
Right. I feel the same way. Well, first off, I'm with Keisha. I'm not sharing a bank account with a boyfriend. No.
Not a
That's, no. House, absolutely. But I do feel the same way. I feel that you should have your separate account, a savings account, a mutual checking account, and then if you got an account and to do whatever you want to do, hey, that's good and fine. But we should have an account for the house bills and and things that pertains to the family's dynamics. But absolutely, I think that you should have also a separate account that you put your money in, you do your thing, and that's just my thoughts on it.
And for me at this point, I'm just not doing a joint account, even if I was married. I had this conversation with a friend girl of mine. And I kind of feel this way because I have 4 children. And anything I do, I'm 43 years old. So anything that I do in my life right now is as far as financial security and my financial stability is specifically for my children and my grandchildren. And if anybody that gets with me, baby, this is strictly for love. I'm sorry. There's nothing else that is included that would
finance.
There's nothing else that would come. I'm just gonna be so
He said,
real.
baby, this is love, hunting love.
Baby, I'm just gonna be so real. And anything that there was like that, we would have had built that together, right? That would have to be something that we built together. So either you and I have started a business together, we've created something together, and we would also have paperwork drawn up where my percentage would go to my children and grandchildren, your percentage go to your children and grandchildren. If I leave before you and you're still working the business, my children reap the benefit of my percentage as if I was, it would like to, you know what I mean? So
No,
I just held this right? I just held this
Mhm.
conversation because if it's not the kid's dad, it's not the same thing as if I left here, then it would go to the kid's dad and then the kids, or you leave to the kids, so I couldn't imagine me bringing in another man at this point in my life at 43 years old, thinking I'm going to have a joint banking account and I have grown children, all that. Baby, you better love me down because it's not happening like that. We're going to have to build something totally different and separate of our own and have for that to be able to happen. And then we'll have to split that off because
I'm so with you. I'm so with you. I am.
Yeah.
Listen, you are preaching to the choir because that's how I feel at this big grown age. If anything was to change in the dynamics that I have right now,
No,
I
I definitely.
want a prenup.
Exactly. There's there's nothing like my home, like everything is just split up amongst the kids,
It's
and
going
I
to my
just
babies and my grandbabies. Just
and my
point blank.
grandbabies. That's where I'm at with my life too. So, and I often she asked me, she was like, "You wouldn't want to get married?" I was like, if I get married, fine, but it's not just a must. I've given 21 years, and I don't have to. If it happens, I'll be grateful and thank God for that. But it would look so different
It
than
will
my
look
first time around.
Listen,
Anyway,
you
he'll
are
probably be
preaching
like,
to
this girl
right.
come with so many stipulations and she wants so many. We're gonna spend so much time on paperwork. He probably be over it by then.
Listen, because I don't even want you. I don't even want you in my house at this.
Right. Exactly.
I'm gonna need you to have your own separate house and core and stuff over there. And I'm
Exactly.
not even cooking. Listen,
Exactly.
we want to go out and eat.
Exactly. And my kids are grown. So things look so different. My kids are grown. Like they make fun of me all the time. Like when I do cook, they're like, "Oh, it's about time. It's been a while." Like they do me like that now. But
Yes,
they're all older. Like I don't
They're
have to
all older.
do those things anymore. So it just things just look different. Like now my first around, we did have a joint banking account and
Right.
we split everything and we did everything according to how marriage was
What's
supposed to
supposed
be.
to be.
So
Right,
the way
right.
marriage was supposed to be. But with grown children and things like that, everything that I do is for my babies and my grandchildren. I
Absolutely.
don't have room for nothing else.
Absolutely. I'm so
I
with
was gonna
you.
well, one, Quincy talking about some. You sure you want to do that? When I was talking about the separate accounts plus the joint account, but he's only saying that right now because he's making more than me. I'm only working part time, so. But I don't plan to work part time throughout the whole year. I will be going back full time and doing other things, making more money. But I make money, so it don't matter. But my point is, Quincy, it doesn't matter if we get a separate account or not. Your money, my money, and my money, my money. Now, school friends.
Right.
Pooh.
Baby,
Period, Pooh.
Right.
Pooh, you're talking.
it's single if you over 40, fellas. You heard it here first. Jamie said, "What's the topic?" So, we just got started. And Keisha is on here. We're going to ask her questions. She is a tax preparer as well as she deals with business funding and other financial information and literacy. So we're starting to ask her questions. The first question was from Cubana asking her, what does she feel about joint accounts for married couples and boyfriend and girlfriend? And so Keisha was saying she wouldn't do it now that she is divorced and going on to, she's single. And the next relationship, she won't be doing that for different reasons for her kids and her generational wealth. And so I definitely feel that, and I can definitely see that. I know if me and Quincy, God forbid, were to divorce, I would definitely be on the same page as you ladies. I would not go into it in my late 30s or early 40s or anything like that after I done had a whole marriage for a few decades, kids as teenagers or grown. And, because when we're meeting, we're not meeting in our 20s. You feel me? Or even early 30s. We're meeting in our 40s or meeting after kids or meeting when we should already have some things established. I feel like people in their 20s, a lot of times, if they're working class or just coming out of college, they're probably wanting to put their income together because it makes sense, to be able to pay their bills and live the life they want if they have kids and all those types of things. I don't know if it's big. I don't believe, I've never read or heard that it's biblical that y'all got to put y'all accounts together. So I don't think that's part of marriage. I think what works for y'all financially, do that. But boyfriend and girlfriend, I don't think that you should be doing joint accounts
at all.
Have your separate. And even with married couples, if it works for you, joint accounts, great. But when both of you guys have careers or businesses, I definitely believe it should be more than one. When I was going hard with my business and Tasty Ties, got my business license and LLC and all that for that, I had a separate business account and card.
Right. Right.
So that didn't touch, even though he knew the password on it, and I gave him the information. Because if I die and there's money, I still have money in there, then that's yours. But besides life insurance, but it's just like, you have to have boundaries, you have to have rules, and conversations need to be had when you guys are getting serious or about to get married
Right.
about how you guys spend money. Because you could be dating somebody and they can make it seem one way, but if you never had a real conversation and talked about, hey, how's your credit? How do you feel about credit? How do you feel about, saving money? How do you feel about generational wealth? How do you feel about income that you don't touch that just builds so that you can give it to your kids and grandkids? Those conversations need to be had, and I feel like we don't have them. We have one example of women who are working and they're trying to build with their men and they don't want to have that conversation, or you have women that are just trying to live off of them. So I think we need to come to some type of medium where, hey, this needs to be talked about, because like this entrepreneur, this Black entrepreneur, he said, when you marry somebody, you're marrying their finances and how they deal with their finances. And that is going to be your business partner for the rest of your remainder of however long y'all married. Right. So if your business partner is not a good business partner, they can bring you down.
Absolutely.
Now, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Conversations need to be had.
Absolutely. So, Keisha, I know that we had, do you have another question, T, before we move on?
No, go ahead.
So I know we had discussed pre-tax
deductions.
Deductions, and so can you kind of go into a little in depth on that for us?
Yes, pre-tax deductions are they come in the form of benefits from our employer. So they could be from your 401k. Some employers offer what they call a 403b, which is of a stock. So it's a 401k, but the group, every employee as a whole, you guys are paying into a stock, which is your 401k money sits into a stock as a collective, and then it grows more. So you get a bigger bang for your buck. Also, it can come in the form of a FSA, which is a flex spending account, which you can use that to pay co-payments. You can, for the doctor's office, you can pay your dental bill. You can pay for glasses or your eye doctor's visits and things like that. It also comes in the form of an HSA, which is the health spending account. I'll give you guys a little gem with that. A lot of people like to say, well, how am I supposed to use that? Well, Walgreens lets you use your HSA account. We'll get into that, but HSA is another one. You can also use it in the form of, so your medical, your health insurance, when you take out your medical, dental, vision, and all of that stuff, that's all pre-taxed as well.
So what is a definition between your HSA and your FSA?
Okay, so your FSA is the flex spending account. Okay. Your FSA can only be used for if you go, say you have an eye doctor's visit. You can pay your copay for that. You can pay for your glasses with the FSA account. You can pay, like I said, your copayment. You can pay, say if you have maybe you have to pay $150 to go to the urgent care or whatever. You can use that. It has to be spent directly on medical necessities and medical needs. And it has to be specific. There's guidelines to specific healthcare needs that you have to spend that FSA on. FSA also only loads up one time a year. and that is on January 1st of every year. Most of them range from about $1,000, depending on your plan. If it's for just the employee or it's a family plan, they start range around $700 to $1,000 for just an employee, and then it goes up from there for the family plans. But they load up one time a year, and they don't roll over. So
Okay.
you have to, whatever loads up on January 1st, you have to use it before December 31st, or
Gotcha.
you'll lose it. So you use it or you lose it.
Okay. Okay.
HSA, you get to choose the amount that you want to put on there. So say you can say, I want to take out $70 per paycheck and send it
Mhm.
to my HSA account. You're able to use that for your prescriptions at the pharmacy. You can use it on band-aids. You can use it on medications. You can use it on pretty much anything. Now, what I like to do is like I said, Walgreens allows you to use your HSA card. I buy toilet paper, plugins. This is a gem that I'm going to drop tonight with my HSA card, and DoorDash actually delivers with Walgreens.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
what I'm say that again, cuz what did he say? I didn't hear. I'll catch you. Come back. So
Mhm.
it's also a pre-tax deduction. So this is the gem that comes with these things. With your HSA, when I say a pre-tax deduction,
Mhm.
say your gross check is $800,
Yes.
but you take $100 of it and you're putting it onto your HSA. You're only going to be taxed at $900. I'm sorry, $700. I said your gross is $800. You send
Uh-huh.
$100 to the HSA. They're going to tax you only at $700. They're not going to tax you until after they take out everything that's a pre-tax deduction. So they're going
Okay.
to however much money you're paying into your HSA, your 401k, your FSA, they're going to remove all of that out of your gross. Say all of that totals up to $400 out of your $800 gross. You're
Mhm.
only going to be taxed at $400 of that $800 you truly made.
Oh.
Okay.
So I had a HSA because I had a high deductible medical account,
Mm-hmm.
but I switched. But I think now that you said that, I think I do want to go back to my HSA because it was
Yes.
really like I used it for my co-pays and stuff like that. I used it for my glasses
Mhm.
and
Well, you can use, if you elect the FSA, you can buy your glasses off your FSA
yeah.
and save that HSA money.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
you can use your HSA, you can use it on a more range of things.
Okay.
FSA is more strict. You can only use it on certain things. So it's like glasses and things like that. HSA, you have a more of a variety that you can use it on. And the gym is, like I said, Walgreens. You can buy more things with your HSA card. And DoorDash does deliver now for Walgreens. This is a gym that I am dropping. And you're
Yes,
able to use that HSA card on more than what an HSA card is used for. And I said that to say this. I kind of skipped over to hurry up and tell you guys about the pre-tax deduction part. To let you guys know what that pre-tax deduction means, because say your
Hold
check
on.
is $800.
I don't mean to cut you off. Before you go further, everybody that's coming in, hey, Coley Cole, and the rest of y'all coming in, make sure you guys share this out. And don't forget, Keisha will be giving out a 4-day trip to Mexico. So share this out, tag people. So that way, we can get some people in here and see who's going to win. Or don't be stingy. Don't be like, I'm not going to share this out because I want to win. But we will be giving that out, y'all. So don't forget that. Share this out, y'all. Go ahead.
So most people's question is, okay, well, I'm sending my money to this HSA card. How am I supposed to get my money back? I need all of my money because I have to pay bills and things like that. So, and I get that. I understand that. And that's why I was saying, first off, it's a pre-tax deduction. So you're getting taxed at a cheaper bracket. So instead of being taxed at $800, say you send $200 to the HSA account, now you're only getting taxed at $600. But that $200 you would have spent on your household anyway, right? You
Yeah.
Okay, so I dropped the gem that at Walgreens they allow you to use the card. So I would have bought toilet paper anyway. Walgreens does that beautiful sale of two of them big old 9 mega rolls for $10. They do it on the paper towel. Look, these are gems. They do the sales on I don't know if you use Tide or Game, but they always have sales on laundry soap, laundry beads. They're always having sales on different things that we use every day in our households, and we're going to buy it anyway to use. So instead of me using my money out of my banking account, my money that I'm sending to my HSA, I just use my HSA card at Walgreens, and it's still balancing out. I would have still spent that money anyway out of my paycheck, but I'm not losing, how can I say it? I'm not putting myself further. Do you get what I'm saying? I understand that I need all of my paycheck to pay my bills. So I'm not having to touch my bill money to buy my house necessities because I can still use my HSA card to get my house necessities.
Yeah.
You get
Right.
where I'm coming from. But I'm also getting a pre-tax deduction in it.
Right.
And the only store that I know of that you can do it so far, the gym, is Walgreens. But the kicker is let DoorDash deliver it, because that's the only way it's going to happen. You cannot go inside the store and swipe that HSA card because it's going to show that it's not an HSA item. But if you
Wow.
use the Walgreens app,
Okay.
this is a gym.
It
That
absolutely
is
The
is.
Walgreens app, and you put your little
Yes.
HSA card in there, it's gonna let you use the app, and it's gonna let you buy those things. I get plug-ins and everything. You got
Okay.
yes. Drop that gem. And you know, a lot of people have that HSA and FSA that they can have at their job, and they don't even know it. They don't sign up for it. They don't tap into it. They don't ask more questions. So you know, they be there for a few years and could have used it. Man, that's
Right.
true.
And I have the FSA too. So what is it? Everybody except for Kamiko, we all wear glasses. But that's how all the glasses. I just use the FSA card, so they don't have. They're able to get whatever frames they want to. So they get Ray-Bans or whatever the case may be, and then just how with the more expensive frames they'll run the BOGO sale. So you buy one pair, it may be $239, but you get another pair for free. So, but you can put it on your FSA card, so you're still saving a great amount of money.
Right.
But they're getting an expensive, high-end frame. But but I put it on the FSA contacts. Contacts are expensive.
Yes.
Yes.
FSA, that contact visit is very, very expensive. FSA covers the contact lenses as well. You can swipe the FSA card for that as well. Okay. The FSA card for that as well. It covers it as well.
I have two people in my house, Big Quincy and our daughter, Kiara. Yeah,
Everybody except my 7-year-old. We all wear glasses. From the 27-year-old to the 23-year-old to the 18-year-old to the 11-year-old. We all wear glasses.
FSA would be your best friend, and see the family FSA, you get the bigger load up. I'm not sure how your job works, but I know like my family loads up $2,500 on the 1st of every January. You get what I'm saying? And then HSA, it loads up every paycheck. So whatever you chose to contribute.
Right.
So if you say I want $100 to go to my HSA every paycheck, that's what would load up every paycheck. But you also have, your job should have its own HSA store through whatever company your HSA is on. So like anything like women's, things like pads, tampons, all of those things. I do those on the HSA card, and those get delivered straight to the front door by FedEx every month. I just put them on HSA, whatever those are. Even like the acne, I don't know, Tilly show you guys if you're girls use it, like that Oxy. It's very expensive. It's like $26 for that face scrub thing. All of that's
Yeah.
covered on the HSA card, and I get it straight out the HSA store. I send it to Deverick Way and Washington. Two things.
No, no,
Yeah, seriously. Kamiko used 6. That stuff is very expensive. But
It
that's
is.
how I buy it. It's off of these cards. Listen, I swipe my cards like crazy.
yes.
All
No,
this is great
last
to
time I
know.
got that Oxy, it was literally somebody was boosting it.
Yeah, and if you do it in the HSA store, they do a bundle on it. So you get 2 of them for like $20-something instead of the one for that price. They even have like the Noxzema pads, the facial Noxzema pad.
That's
things,
true.
the bundle packs on those. Wipes, feminine wipes. It's all kinds of stuff in there. I just love it. I'll preach all day about it. And at the end of the day, it's all a pre-tax deduction. So it saves you money on taxes, especially for the ones where we don't have dependents. All of this stuff counts to keep us further and further away from owing the IRS.
Listen, for y'all that don't have dependents and always looking for things that you can get your money back on and make that check better.
Right here.
For these tax deductions to keep us from owing the IRS, it all starts with that W-4 and these pre-tax deductions. Do not go in there claiming every dependent in your household, please. Don't do
Oh,
Another nugget.
That's another
Hold on.
nugget.
Listen, Lakeisha is also a tax preparer and a credit repairer. So she's dropping nuggets right now. So
That's another nugget.
definitely.
It starts with your W-4, so do not go claiming every dependent in your household. This will save you from having to pay back the IRS. It kind of hurts you as far as the amount of taxes that comes out of your check during the year, but it is going to save you when it's tax time and you go to file your taxes.
Absolutely.
And you have to remember, if you pay Uncle Sam now, Uncle Sam is going to give you close to 2 times back what you gave to him later.
And that's what you have to think about. You have to think about, do I want this hit right now monthly? Can I afford the hit? Or do I want the payback at the end of the year?
At the end of the year.
And you want the payback. So
and if you have a great tax preparer, they are going to ask you all of the appropriate questions. That is also going to even maximize that even more to get you even more money.
Absolutely.
Because they are going to ask you all of the appropriate questions to do that and get you right where you need to be. So you just want to, it all starts there. W-4s, pre-tax deductions. And these are my people, like I said, that don't have the dependents or only have one dependent, but their tax bracket is in the $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 range. Because even with one dependent, that one dependent still for 50, 60, 70,000, you're still hitting close to owing the IRS. So it all starts there. What we do there, it'll help you majorly with your taxes.
So let me hit the comments real quick. Quincy says, so where do I put this drug money? Asking for a friend. Bruce Logan, welcome. Bruce Logan, he said, every single dollar saved is a dollar earned. As we save money today, money will save me tomorrow. Absolutely. That's a good one. Hey, Tanya, I see you in here. Jamie said, never heard of HSA or FSA. Interesting. That's good. So you can learn some information, whether you work later or even starting your own business later. These are things that you may qualify for your employees to have. Alicia, you need fucking glasses. First of all, I only need glasses when I'm smoking, okay? That's when I can't see. That's when my eyesight leaves.
So your eyesight leave when you smoke? You know what that means, right? Yeah. Hey, Tanya.
Glaucoma. Not just it means my eyes already little. I already get little eyes from my mama. I got the cheeky eyes.
Yeah, you get them eyes from your mama.
Tanya said, I need some glasses bad. Me, my husband, and daughter. Yeah, I know Norm wears glasses. She said, FSA, HSA. Quincy said, where them fans at? No, not where them fans at. I'm done. Where them fans
No, did you
at?
see Quincy comment that says him and his new girlfriend gonna spend all the money?
Oh,
Oh,
I do.
She don't get beat
oh,
up.
shit. Right. Now he trying to end the life.
You know, but hey, listen, first of all, I'm dead. So I don't even care. I'm with the Lord, having a good time.
I'm with the Lord. I'm with the Lord. Okay.
And furthermore, I mean, she can't feel my shoes anyways, but you know, enjoy. No.
All shoes to feel.
Big shoes to fill.
Oh my goodness. But all right. So that was a lot. That was good information, especially people who don't understand the HSA and the FSA. And I know I've sat through like some certain jobs will have you sit through a class to listen to it, for them to explain it. And sometimes I zone out. So
And
Listen,
it's
I don't pay
important
attention and-
information, especially when you get in certain tax brackets with
Absolutely.
no
And do you
dependent.
know that I did not even start I didn't even start using FSA and HSA until maybe 2-3 years ago because I wasn't listening to that. I'm like, I don't care about no FSA, no SHA, man, whatever. Give me my benefits and I'm done.
See,
right.
And that 401k too, especially if you're on a job where they're matching you, they're matching you 50-50, or they're matching you even just a portion of it, even if they're not matching you at all. That's also a pre-tax deduction, regardless to if they're matching you or not. Your 401k or your 403b is a pre-tax deduction. I would always have that set to the max, and I think most jobs are 10% of what you make.
And see, you know what? I wasn't doing that either. But what I was doing is like every year on my job, I increase. Like when I get my my raises, I increase my 401k. So the next year when I get my raise, then I'll increase my 401k. So
it should always be set to the max. That's a pre-tax deduction. Yeah, because it's a pre-tax deduction as well. And if you need the money, you can always pull from your 401k. If you need it, it's your money. If you need it, you can always take some out. You get what I'm saying? It's not like the money's going anywhere.
Now when I go tomorrow, I'm gonna be on my little app. Like, let me go to the
yes, because it's a pre-tax deduction, right? So at the most, it's probably going to be like $179 to $210 a paycheck that comes out. But you got to think about how that's lowering your gross to how much taxes. It's going to balance out in the taxes anyway, but at least it's going into your pocket.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Can I get in there and say this? What is the biggest fear that you've seen people before you became a tax preparer and after that because people don't like to really talk about taxes. They think taxes are hard. I know when I talked to my tax guy, he was trying to get me to do taxes. He's like, hey, I got a spot for you if you want to do taxes. I'll train you and everything. And I was like, I'm not good at math. And he was like, it's not really about that. He was like, you just have to know what to look for and where to insert it in the program, and it will calculate and do everything for you. And then I'll walk you through how to, finish it out. And so I was like,
read.
A lot of people are.
It's a lot of reading.
It's fundamental.
Right. You know what? For me, with the taxes, the fear from that I get a lot of my clients is having to owe.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
That's
not taking these appropriate proper tax planning.
Absolutely.
Proper tax planning, and that's what we're talking about right now. That's the biggest thing is people don't do proper tax planning, so they don't identify the tax bracket that they're in, that they really do make this good money, and they don't have appropriate write-offs to solidify the money that they're making, like they don't own a home. That's another big one. Home ownership. You're making good money, you need to own a home because that is awesome tax write-off. That's a
Right.
great tax write-off. And if you are a homeowner, if you're doing any upgrades to your home, you need to make sure that they are all energy efficient. That'll
Right.
get money back.
Or buying an electronic car also.
Electronic cars.
Elec- yeah, that
Everything
also is
right now.
very big.
Energy. Everything's surrounding around energy. But that's the major thing with
Put
taxes right now.
putting the solar
Solar panels.
on your home.
hmm Solar panels.
Solar
So
panels.
that's the thing right now with taxes is people aren't doing proper tax planning. So they're not identifying their tax bracket and ensuring that they're taking out the appropriate amount of taxes and preparing with their. So I've seen a lot of this year. They're making probably 70,000 to 100 and something $1,000, but they're probably claiming 3 or 4 dependents. Hell, they probably got $79 taken out for the whole damn year in federal taxes.
Terrible.
Wow.
Terrible.
But you
So-
telling me, girl, come
You know
on.
what, Keisha,
I don't want to owe, huh?
That's the myth, though, because a lot of people have been told that the more people that you claim, the less taxes that comes out. But they don't tell them, yeah, the less taxes you come out, but then the more you're going to owe on the back end.
Back end, you got to pay him. You have to look at it. We have to pay Uncle Sam for the year 10% of whatever we made for the year. It's just like Jesus.
Right. So you know what I
Wow.
was doing? I don't know, but I was doing exempt for 7 months.
Yeah.
And then for the next 5 months, then I would claim like 2. So that I was getting more, but then I'm not gonna lie, I got greedy. And so I was just like, let me do this, that, and the other. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to, because I seen a better tax break when I was doing that, because as like you said, as you climb the different tax brackets, and see, I was at one bracket for so long, and then when I jumped, I was like, whoa.
Because you have to have that 10%. You got to make sure you're meeting that 10%. And it seems like if you don't pay him, he tax you worse if you don't pay him your money, his money. So it seems like to me, when I look at it, you're ending up paying him, once it calculates, it's like it's more than the 10% thing that you would have paid if you had just went on and paid your taxes.
Right.
Is that what you see too, Jen? Like
Yes.
when the system calculates. So
if you just go ahead and just let those taxes come out of your check, you end up in a far better position.
And if you're a business owner, put
yes,
your tax money to the side, or have a plan. So if you're a business owner, you either need to make sure that you have the appropriate amount of expenses to balance off what you made in your business, right? So that you can have a balance of what you owe back, right?
That's where people do money and stuff like that, to do tax write-offs, to balance out what they're making. Okay.
To balance off what you're making. So
Here,
it's
hey,
all about tax planning.
Before you go on, for the new people that are coming in, we're talking about financial literacy. I am going to ask you some questions about business funding for people who are starting businesses or have businesses. Don't forget, y'all, we are giving out a 4-day Mexico trip. Well, Keisha is. So stick with us. I'm going to ask a few questions, and whoever gets them right is going to get that trip. Share this out, y'all. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just like tax planning. And like I said, if you own a business, you just want to make sure that you have the appropriate amount of expenses. You're putting your taxes to the side to be paid for your taxes for your business. And do understand that you can pay quarterly taxes on your business as well. And remember that it qualifies too. And when you're talking about taxes, we're talking about federal, and if you're in a state where you have to pay state taxes as well. So just make sure your expenses, and then make sure you have a clear understanding as to what expenses are going to help you federally and what expenses help you with state taxes, right? Because you can,
Right.
right? Because not all your expenses are going to help you federal and state. Some will only help you on the federal side. And please put my clothes back, honey child. No, no, put my clothes back. I apologize, y'all. I apologize, y'all. I'm in here being robbed because I'm on this podcast. Baby, please put my dress back. Please, no, seriously. I've never wore that.
Why? I thought that was part of what you were saying. I was like, and what address?
She said, please, listen, because the kids will rob you blind. But another thing I wanted to say too, when it comes to business taxes, when you have someone preparing your taxes, please stop going to these people that are claiming a zero so that you look like you lost. You want a profit in your business to be relevant. Can you expound on that some, Keisha?
Okay, yes. You cannot consistently take a loss on your business.
Right.
That is a major red flag to the IRS. Yes, sometimes you are going to have a loss with your business.
Yes.
But the IRS looks at it like this. If that business is losing, you do not need to be in business.
Wow.
The business is not making any money, you don't need to be in business. You need to go ahead and close that business, boo-boo.
Absolutely.
So that's the best way to look at that. You're going to have to win at some point in time. And then also, it is very important that you get on Excel, and there are templates for this. Practice using the profit and loss template to make you a profit and loss statement for your business. You should practice, and they have a template on Excel where you can create your profit and loss statement along with you utilizing keeping up with your receipts. And if nobody's told you, if you're a business owner, you should never be mixing W-2 money with your business money. Those funds should never be touching the same. So your W-2 money should never be touching your business money. Your business must always have its own business account. It should never, those two should not be mixing whatsoever at all. And so you can also keep track of your expenses with your business account, as well as the flow of money coming in, the flow of money coming out. That also will help you with that profit and loss statement along with your receipts. And please do not continue to take losses, because the IRS would expect for you to close your doors or you will be flagged.
So, usually they say businesses within the first couple of years probably are not striving, or they might have a good first year, and then the second and third, and what I'm saying, like the first 5 years of business is most critical, and a lot of times it's the most lost. I mean, most lost, LOSS. But so in saying that, do they take that in consideration, or do they not care? It's your first year, but it wasn't that good, or it's your third year and it wasn't that good, like how does that?
If you lose your first year, you may lose your second year. I hope you won your third.
Right.
You know,
right.
Something but you can't just continue to take these losses, and you're just writing off all of these expenses and things like that. Or maybe you won your first year, you lost your second year, and maybe you won your third year and you lost your fourth and your fifth, but you came back, you won your sixth. All of that, that makes sense, but you just don't want to consecutively.
That's what I'm talking about. I know people that when I get ready to do their business taxes and I do, and they're like, no. They tell me that I need to lose, I need to, I'm like, no, you don't. Like, you need to put your complete portfolio on here and file that. You don't want to file continuously losses, but that's the way they're generating funds. And I'm like, okay, but do you want to generate funds, or do you want a profitable business? What are we doing? So
right. Yeah. Because the IRS would look at that where that business needs to close. It's not profiting and that it's
Right.
just not a legitimate business. It doesn't need to be functioning and it's a major red flag.
Right.
Yeah. Once he says, so can he get a refund on the money that he tips strippers with?
Yes,
we ain't playing with-
yeah.
we ain't playing with-
I have a stripper. I have a client that's a stripper. Yes. We sure do foul. We sure do because them little things that she wears and them boots and all of it costs.
Them boots
Yeah.
on the ground costs. Okay.
It costs. All of
I
that
don't think
stuff
that's
costs. Yes, that's a business. She is a business. Yes, it's a business.
Well, she's a business, but I'm saying the people that come in there,
You want to know his tips? No.
yeah, his team. Hey, Mac, I see you.
I'm like, it's a business. Yeah. Yeah.
Hilarious. So I want to ask a question about the business funding. So
Yeah, let's talk about the business funding.
when you say business funding, what do you help people do with the business funding?
So with the business funding, I help existing businesses and startup businesses get capital and business funding to fund their businesses for whatever your business is, to help buy supplies, to invest in your business, whatever it may be. Maybe you are opening a transportation company, you need transportation vehicles, or maybe you're opening up a care home. That's my most recent one. She was opening up one of those care homes, for they're not mentally challenged, but maybe they have like some issues where they just need
Yeah.
some assistance. What do you call those homes? Yeah, like home like that, but if it even stuff like that, but you can get funding for that to help put a down payment on the home and get the home going and all of that stuff. So I help with the funding to start up those types of businesses, and it doesn't matter the type of business. Now, the requirements are that you must be able to show $5,000 in revenue for at least 3 consecutive months. You must have that business account that we talked about, and let's know mixing of that W-2 money with the business funding money. I would then run your credit score as well. It's pretty easy. I can work with your credit score a little bit with about a 580 and up. I can work with your credit as well as, let's see, what else is it? That's pretty much it. I don't have my list in front of me. I don't think I'm missing too much of nothing that's a real biggie, but it will get you funding. Now, say if you are unable to get funded for whatever the reason is, I have what you call where you can go into my business academy. What that will do is I will then restructure your business to get you where you are able to get qualified for business funding. And the Business Academy is $150,000 guaranteed business funding within a year.
So meaning,
If
okay, wait.
I don't,
Let me ask a question. So 150,000 for the year, meaning that you'll be able to reach out to, what is it, the government to get this business funding, or is it angel investors?
it would be with me through my company. So how it works, say if you apply to get business funding with me, and for whatever reason you were denied, I would then offer you to go into my business academy. What the
Okay.
business academy does is I would then help you to restructure your business to get your business where it will qualify for $150,000 in business credit for business
Okay.
for your business. That $150,000 is the guaranteed number. That guaranteed number is also guaranteed within the year. If I do
Okay.
not do that for you, it is completely free.
Okay, and this is for your business credit, because you know a lot of people don't know that there's a separate thing from the regular credit and business credit.
Yeah,
Absolutely. They're
two
separate.
And you
separate
have
things.
because when you get your EIN and all that, you can apply for that business credit.
Right.
I was doing my thing. I looked up that usually people have their personal credit good, and that is what they can bank on getting funding through or for their business credit, like loans and stuff like that. I know that they said that you can do it without your personal credit being that great, but from most of what I've seen, your regular credit got to be at least decent. Is that correct?
That is correct. You do want your personal credit to be good as well. But that's what I mean by you do want your business also to have its own business account. And that is the first step to getting business credit and business funding, because whoever you're banking with your business, that is going to be your first line of credit, is going to be that business credit card.
Right.
That's your first line of credit. So with you doing business with your bank for a good amount of time, they're going to be the first one to offer you $1,000, $3,000 credit limit of a credit, business credit. It's just like your personal credit, just like when we get our first credit card and we do good and we pay it and start to get these bigger offers. Your business credit works the same exact way. And with you having a business banking account, you're going to get that first credit limit through that bank. Once you get that one, it's going to take off from there, and you're going to be able to get credit anywhere that you go. The only difference is when you talk about the EIN, instead of that credit card being under the Social Security number, it would be under the EIN number instead of it being under the Social Security number. It'd be under the
need
EIN.
to start over.
It goes further than that. It goes further than that. When you go to buy a car, instead of buying a car under your Social Security number,
Right,
you should be purchasing that car under your EIN. Your business should own that car. It goes further than that. Once you get a business credit card and all that, your business should be making those moves. Your first house, you should own, but your second house, your business should own.
Right.
And it should be under the EIN number. So you grow your business credit the same way you grow your personal.
I know. And the business credit.
I want to hold on, Talisha. I want to give a little plug real quick, because me and Lakeisha is getting ready to develop a self-help ebook or e-program for taxes and credit repair. So with that, those who need those nuggets about the business and the business repair, we're going to have a program to help you guys with that. So
it's going to be basically like a whole little school, basically like a little academy, whole academy, a one-stop shop academy for whatever you like. And I think it was supposed to go even one step further for coding, right?
Yes. So I do medical billing and coding. Also, I do have where I can, if you want to become a medical biller and coder, I can also teach you that too, which is very profitable. That is my main source of income, is medical billing and coding. I've been doing it 26 years. So we're going to develop that also and get that program going. I already have a program, but with Lakeisha's expertise and her background also, which is in different aspects of the coding, we're going to collaborate and take it a step further. So be on the lookout for that. So anyone who's interested in the business credit, the credit repair, the taxes, we're going to have a little academy for that coming up soon.
Or coding.
Coding. Let me hit the comments real quick. Quincy said, well, I ain't giving these whole shit else. Hell. K-Love, stop by. Hello. Hey, girl. Magala said, proud of you, Keisha. You came a long ways. But always yes, definitely. Max said, this is foreign language to my broke ass. But you know what? For people,
academy, Mac.
You need the academy, and whoever else feels the way needs the same thing. And even if you know a little bit, like I'm definitely wanting to be the first people to do this, because I needed this. I needed y'all. In 2021 and 2022, when I was like really doing my business thing, and I kind of like just let it slide. I'm picking it back up this year, but I really needed this information on how to further myself, because sometimes when you're doing it all by yourself, you're not like getting schooling from no one. You're reading some information. You come to a wall a lot of times, and if you don't have a mentor or money to pay a mentor or to do like or training, then to a wall, and you're like, well, how do I go further past this? Because I had already did the EIN, I had already did my business account, I had already was having all my money that I sell food or books going into that account, and was trying to build a business credit so that way I can do what I need to do for my business and be able to grants or loans for those things. And I just came to a real wall, hit a wall.
And
Felicia,
that was
have you put your book on Amazon?
It is on Amazon. I did it on Amazon, and then when I had my store on my website, which I still have my website, but I have to pay to get my store come back up, reinstated. But I was doing it on both.
Okay.
So I was getting it direct money, and then I put it on Amazon to spread it further than what I could spread it.
And that's one of the things we're talking about too. Like mentorship is so expensive. And Jen and I both can agree, especially in what we do, right? There are so many mentors out there, and they're trying to sell all of the things, right? That are trying to. It is crazy. The pricing, right? From the software to the mentorship to all of those things. And Jen and I actually had a conversation, and I was telling Jen, I said, Jen, I just want to be that gap where because I understand what that feels like when you're trying to start a business and you're trying to build and you're trying to do all these things and you just don't have the funds to be able to do it. And you can't afford this thing, right? And you're starting off, right? You don't have this business funding and you can't get the business funding for whatever the reason is, because life be lifing, right? Before you get to a certain spot. I want to be able to be that person that offers that and helps people get where they need to get to without having this elaborate price tag placed on it, right? Where people can build and start their businesses, get their EINs, get their right, like this Fresh Start program. I was telling Jen that because when I first came in, like it was crazy. Like people are charging $3,000, $6,000. Master classes were crazy, ridiculous. Like I was
somebody say, can you come up with $10,000 in 3 months? And I was like,
right. So
what?
I wanted to even
nigga, I'm broke.
Keisha,
while I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm broke. I want to.
Right. It
wanted to do to upgrade my taxes. I'm like, I want to go into more in depth with my taxes and knowing, different cuts and stuff. And the master class was like $6,500. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
And that's why, we need to do this, because there's people that we can help and bring, bring life to, so their businesses, that small businesses and things like, like with Max saying he's lost, you have your podcast, get your EIN for your podcast, get your whatever else you're offering.
LLC, make sure you're registered with the state and all of those things, so that when things come up and they're giving out these grants and they're handing out all these different type of funding, that does not have to be paid back. You qualify because you have the appropriate documentation that you need to produce to be able to get the funding. And that's what it's about for me too, Jen. Without the elaborate price tag, because at the end of the day, I know who my sole provider is and I know who's going to take care of me. And he's done it this far. So I just want to be that gap without that pricey price.
Hey, nephews.
It's ridiculous.
I'm on my podcast. You want to say hi to my podcast? No?
Hi, nephews.
Hey, that's twins. That's okay.
Hi, twins.
Hey, nephew.
What's up, podcast?
Hi.
we're talking about financial literacy, something that I need to be helping y'all with, structure y'all stuff too.
That's exactly what I
But
do.
yeah, it's like real crazy out there, Jen, and like especially with building. I was like, listen, I'm like starting off like, where am I supposed to get that kind of money? And so when you talk about like in the first year of a business taking a loss, I'm pretty sure the IRS looked at KTS and was like, baby, don't even come back next year. Don't come back. It's over with.
Back in the store, you better know. Hey, ask whoever you want. Tell me how they gonna be.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So I was telling my nephews I need to help them too because they drive
Mhm.
trucks, corn reef. So yeah,
Oh
I need
yeah.
to
Oh,
help
that's
them
another
get.
breed too. The truck driving taxes. I got
Yes,
to that.
they
Yeah.
drive trucks. They're down here now because they had a load. So definitely I told them I need to get them going on there. So we gotta definitely. But yeah, that's another thing because like my thing was the reason why I have so many businesses is because I needed something to fund what I was already in.
Mhm,
So I had to start my taxes so my medical billing I could build. I had to
mhm,
start my credit repair so that I could fund my taxes. I had
mhm,
to start my notary so that
mhm,
you know what I'm saying? It was like I had to start these different businesses that has these different
mhm,
streams of income in order to fund what I
mhm.
was trying to build in my main, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And I think the
So
notary is the cheapest business that it was
the
to
cheapest
start.
business to start.
It's the cheapest
I
Absolutely.
thought about doing notary as well. I was like, how can I do this? Or also CPR classes, being a
Okay,
instructor.
another thing, I'm a CPR instructor. So
Doctor.
yeah.
See?
So that's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm
So
saying.
how does
So I
that work
had to
for you?
start all those. Huh?
Now with the notary and even the CPR instructor? Does that bring you the income you wanted or hope for?
Yes, because let me tell you, remember it used to just be notary. You would just sign a couple of documents for this or that. Now they have notary where you can do loan docs. So you can do a $250 loan doc where you sign, do the notary on someone closing a home. You can do the notary on someone refinancing a home. You can do the notary on someone needing to have their inspection. You know what I'm saying? So it's hi. Come and
Hi.
go
Hey,
say
So much, you
hi.
guys.
So yeah, so it was very small, but now it has grown into different aspects of the game. So
okay.
yes, even with
Notary people doing
yeah,
more.
with the notary, it was just a couple of documents, $15 a day, a page, and this that and the other one. Now it's you can get up to 250 depending on how many pages is in the loan doc. You can, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's actually very lucrative now. So I do that. Like I said, I'm doing all that because my greater goal, what I'm trying to do, is what me and Keisha was talking about, the medical billing and coding online course, so that I can teach medical billing and coding at a price to where we can get into it, because this is a $1 billion industry. Like I said, I raised my kids on this. You know what I'm saying? You can become a medical biller and coder and work from home. You can make your own hours, your flexibility. You can actually get your own contracts. I have contracts now that are, lucrative contracts where it's, I'm contracting with different providers and I'm doing their billing and coding and their credentialing, and I'm getting six figures. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's very lucrative, and I'm like, I'm not a gatekeeper. If my people need help, what we doing? You need to learn CPR, you want to be hey, what we doing? You want to do taxes, you want to do credit repair, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gatekeeping. It's so much money out there for us all in different
Yeah,
lanes. You
it
know what I'm saying?
really
So,
is.
that's where I'm at now. I'm more in a I've been teaching medical billing and coding since 2012 in a college setting. So it's like I can get this to my people where they're paying 20 and 30,000. I can
Mhm,
offer this to you for 15 and 2,500.
mhm.
You know,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you
so
want to, it makes, because I'm telling you, the pricing for some of this stuff is so ridiculous.
ridiculous. It is.
It's ridiculous. And I think that, Jen, I really think what we're doing is for the best. I think it's for the greater good. And we need that gap. People need that gap.
Absolutely.
To be able to get in and get their foot and feel like they're gonna make it once they get in and that they can do it. And like you said, I like the word that you use, gatekeeping, because there are so many gatekeepers. Like a lot of people are so afraid of others stepping on their toes, or like there's not enough for everybody or enough for everybody to win.
Right.
Everybody can win. There,
Every,
the market is so big that there's somebody for everybody. Everybody's market and clients. We're not all gonna have the same type of clients and work with the same type of clients. There's a different market for everybody, right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
And so it's very important that we share the bread that's on our plate. I just kind of feel like that's where our blessings come from. And
It
Absolutely.
does.
Jesus, please never take the food and the bread from my plate. Please allow me to be able to always come down and spread my wings and share a little bit. Because when
Absolutely.
that plate
It's
get
because,
empty, baby, that's where you
like,
need to
for
be blessed.
me, I have students that I taught medical billing and coding, and I'm also a LVN. So I taught
Mhm.
them, gave them the nugget, like, don't just stop here. If you want to go nursing, do nursing, you know.
Mhm.
And when my students come back and was like, oh, Mrs. Ramsey, do you know that I'm doing nursing and I never even knew about this because of you? Or, you know what I'm saying, I'm in medical billing and coding and I work for Kaiser, and I'm in medical billing and coding and I work for, you know, United Health. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's to me the best thing, because I've impacted someone's life who now they can provide for their children, you know,
Mhm.
single mothers and stuff, that now they don't have to depend on the system. They're out of welfare and they're on their own and thriving. Like, that's the best thing ever to me. It doesn't matter, you know, the cost and the sacrifice, you know, that
Mhm.
somebody else actually got it.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all for, you know, helping.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so I'm definitely in the next 5 minutes, I want to get started on these questions so we can give the trip away and then we can continue after.
So
Yay!
we doing one gift tonight. We doing two. What are we doing?
Two.
So
Let's do
Two
I
gifts.
want to do two, but we have some people in here right now, so we can definitely, start. I want to start in a couple of minutes. I just reshared it, letting everybody know. We're gonna ask the questions, and then who you give it away to, and then we can ask. We can continue to talk a little bit more about a couple of other things, and give another one away at the end of the show. What you think?
Okay, that works.
Um,
That
all
works.
right.
But yeah, I definitely feel like too what Cubano was saying is dope, because how you go and you learn for yourself, so that way you can make your own home business. Like, you don't have to go into an office every day. You don't have to clock in every day. For people who a regular 9 to 5, or you know what I'm saying, whatever shift, 8 to 9 hours per day. Some people just don't want that, or they don't operate like that. They rather have skills and things they've already learned and been through that, so they can now be their own entrepreneur. You know what I mean? To be able to do coding and teach anything, to train anything, and be able to do classes or one-on-one and get paid. I think that's dope, and that's inspirational, and it helps people think outside of the box,
Mm-hmm.
because society in this era, we need more than one or two, sometimes a lot of times, incomes. I
Multiple
think
streams.
Multi.
some,
We need multiple streams.
yeah,
Yes.
they like said, like, all millionaires at least have seven, avenues of,
Agree. Yes, absolutely.
yeah. And so, and I would just like a good three.
Right. A good,
I mean, I can have
strong
seven.
three.
Right. A good 3.
I
A
can
good,
have seven.
strong three.
The goal is to start and start it up, do the hard work first, and then get it going to where you don't have to mess with your money, and then go to the next thing and then the next thing. Sometimes people try to do multiple things at one time, and you get overwhelmed. You can't focus on a bunch of things, maybe one or two things at a time. I think when you're building up income or building up businesses, one or two at a
You
time.
see,
When
for
we start
me, it's so
go ahead.
funny. I'm a Gemini. My Gemini mind is on 1000 at all times. I'm creating herbs. I'm doing medical billing and coding. I'm stamping for the notary. I'm like, okay, let me do some credit repair. Like, it's just like I'm, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
all over the place. So for me, it works because it keeps my mind
Yes,
constantly
and that's what I was
thinking.
gonna say. I'm a Libra. My mind is always moving. It's always
Absolutely,
moving.
with
My
air
mind
signs.
doesn't know
Yeah.
how to shut down. It's
You
Mhm.
always
haven't.
moving. So I work full time in medical billing and coding. I'm in school full time. Plus, I
Well,
run my business full time. But my mind, it helps my mind to
hi,
keep on
baby.
ticking. It's hard for my mind to just shut down. Even when I go to bed, my mind is going. I'm going to bed pondering on something, and when I wake up in the morning, I'm still on it like this. Like I'm often
It's only
told,
downstairs. The twins is down there
anything
too.
you have to say to me, can you say tonight? Please don't wake up in the morning talking about this same thing in the morning. Just
Right.
get it out tonight. Like
That's how I am. That's how
it's
I
just
am. Yes, it's that mind. It's just constantly turning.
going.
Just
Mhm.
look. Let's do this. Let's do that. I'm literally. I operate, y'all. It's so funny, and I'm like, I don't even take naps during the day, but I operate
Mhm.
on 5 to 6
I
hours.
take all of them. I take enough naps for both of y'all.
See? And
I
that's why my
operate on
business
five
hours are
to
so
six
late.
hours of sleep.
Like my business hours are 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and they're that way for a reason. I cannot shut down unless it's like that.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
can I
that.
ask a question for you, ladies? Now I know for me, I just said on the Real Blunt. Shout out to the Real Blunt with 50 Capone and Jay Poo.
Hey.
Saturday at 10 a.m. on the West. So I was telling them like I do best. I'm my most creative when I'm doing something. So I'm multitasking. So if I'm like when I wrote my book when I was working at night. I wrote my cookbook when I was working night shifts. When I'm up and I'm doing something, then it automatically gives me like this creativeness to I'm thinking about other things to do. But for you, like Keisha, you said you're 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Mhm.
So do you think it's always going to be that way for you? Or you think that you're going to, because at some point you got to have rest, right? Even
At
your
some
mind.
point, yeah, at some point I have to have rest, but and I do. I get my fun time, I get my rest, but I've learned how to manage my time and
Mhm.
I've learned how to kind of balance everything out. So, um, and then I like to say too, it's kind of a blessing what I
Mhm.
do for work. So you guys know I'm in medical billing and coding. I'm in accounting by day. I do work 6 to 2 um, by day, so I'm able to still take my phone calls and things like that. Right? I could check this here and check that. Everything I do is by computer.
Right.
So I'm always on a computer all the time. As soon as I get off of work, I switch gears. I just make sure my homework is caught up, that I'm on to my business. Um, and I'm always answering up from 6 in the morning to 10 at night. You're going to get me. And sometimes I'm even still answering my phone during tax season, probably 11 something at night. I'm still talking to clients on the phone. I'm still working returns to probably 1, 2 in the morning.
Mhm.
Um, and I say I'm gonna do that as long as my body and my health allows me to, while I
Absolutely.
can. While I'm healthy enough to be able to do it, I'm gonna do it. And I love it though.
Mhm.
I love helping people. So
Right.
and my calls are, and my market and my clientele are the ones that are in that tax bracket where they should have been doing the tax planning, but they weren't. So now I'm having to research and try to figure out where I can find your deductions. Hey, did you have a disaster that qualifies? So I'm constantly always having to research and see where I can find the niche to help you and all of those things. So it does require me to be up late like that. So at this moment in time, no, I don't think that my business hours are going to change, but I always find time to get my rest and have my fun, to
Right.
clear my head, just get away from business,
Mhm.
get away from work, school, just shut my mind down and have fun. So I'll have,
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and take my break from that, and then I'm back
Yep.
on grind mode.
And that's how I am. Like when I feel I need to shut down, I
Mhm.
can shut down
Shut
and
down.
go
Mhm.
and do something different and like go maybe take because I'm so like I said, I'm a Gemini. My Gemini mind be so I may just be like, okay, this, that, and the other. But see, that's where a team comes because my son,
Have to be
I actually
clean.
taught him my medical billing and coding.
Mhm.
Self-taught him.
So
So when I'm tired and like, okay, I'm finna go away for the weekend, I need you to jump on this contract and build these claims out. And these claims need to be done by this time. My son jumps in and like, and he's,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's done. You know, and
That's
so
dope.
that's the biggest thing with this, with having a mind like that, is actually building a team. That's why when me and Keisha reconnected and we were talking about, I said, this is what I need. I need a team.
Too. Yeah.
Because Lord knows, and not to be like boastful and stuff, but God gives me businesses and he gives me how to create and how to do it. And I'm like, God, I know this isn't just for me. I know I'm supposed to be sharing this information for someone else. I need a team.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
she
But it
came
was
to me with
also
it. I was like, this is it.
But it was also
You know,
crazy how we were so aligned with each other too.
Right.
From everything that we do is so in sync.
So
From
in
the
sync,
medical
yes.
billing and coding to the taxes to the credit
Right.
repair.
Right.
Jenipa's medical billing and coding, which I told her when I grow up, I want to be a boss like her. Because see, I want to
Right.
right now,
Right.
I'm doing it in corporate America, right? I want to be a boss like Jen and do it for myself. So that's the
Yeah.
part that she's giving to me because I want to boss
Absolutely.
up like Jen. When I grow up, I want to be like Jen. I want to do this for myself. I do it in corporate America is the only difference between the two. But she
Right.
does taxes as well as she's in credit restoration.
Mhm.
And she, she has her hands at so many different parts of financial services
Yeah.
as well. We were able to, one day we sat on the phone probably like a half a day and we were
Half a
just
day.
bouncing
Yeah.
off each other and collabing and coming up with different ideas and
Absolutely.
ways and things to work and things to do with each
Yeah.
other. We actually came up with something great, and I think it's going to be so fire.
It is going to
It's
be
going to be
absolute
fire.
fire.
But she's right. A team is huge. And
Mhm.
especially in the world of where a lot of people don't want to bring in a person, they really want to use this AI thing
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
going on. A lot of people are utilizing the AI thing where they're taking their phone calls, they're tracking their messages, they're doing this portion of them because they have it out there now where they can do all of their intake for them. They can do this. AI can do a lot for you now instead of collaborating with other individuals and partnering with other people and bringing in a force with your businesses, bringing businesses together.
Right.
So I like more of the partnership thing. Everything I do, all of KTS, every branch that KTS has, I am partnered with somebody else. So my
Mhm.
business funding, I'm partnered with someone. In my home lending, I'm
Mhm.
partnered with someone for my home lending. Credit repair, I am partnered with someone.
Mhm.
I'm partnered. And I like that better than anything because I'm able to learn also
Right.
from other people. I'm able to get another set of eyes and see
Mhm.
things through a different lens. So I'm able to learn a lot more too, because I'm also I'm a student too at heart. And I feel
Absolutely.
when you feel you know everything,
Lifelong student, lifelong
I'm a,
learner.
I'm a lifelong student. So I feel like when you feel like you know everything, it's time to get out. So, and I
Right.
like the aspect of
Yeah.
I love the partnership and working with other people. So I feel it was a blessing when Jen wanted to do that to me. So when she brought it to me and we got to talking, it's a pure blessing. But I love partnerships
Absolutely.
with different businesses.
Yes, definitely. So I want to get into definitely the questions. The first one, for the first trip.
Yes.
So do I qualify to win or is it Fuck Quincy? It's definitely Fuck Quincy. This is for everybody.
He qualified. He's not. He's a watching and willing participant in our podcast. He
Okay.
can also win.
Who's that?
Quincy.
No, Quincy is disqualified.
Oh, y'all wrong.
You-
Don't do my cousin.
Yeah,
Why
I'm
does he
sorry.
think like my team?
Quincy is disqualified. He knows he's disqualified.
Why he asked?
Yeah,
I
that's
was
why
rooting
he
for
asked
you.
because he
I was
knows
rooting
he's
for you, cousin.
disqualified. The Joneses have their own stuff going on.
I was rooting for
All
you,
right.
cousin.
So, okay. I want to ask, first of all, do we have enough people in here that are going to participate? If you're going to participate, definitely press
one
one. Yeah, put one in the chat if you're participating. So that way I know to get started. If not, I'm going to wait till a few more people come in here that want to participate. But go ahead and put one in the chat if you want to participate. I'm going to ask 3 questions. If there's a tie, I have a couple of tiebreakers, but I'm going to ask 3 different questions. Whoever answers first the correct question, you get the trip. This is for the 4-day Mexico beach resort trip. Hey, Lovely, you here? Okay.
Old lady operating stuff over here. Sorry.
No, you good.
Come on, put the ones in the chat.
If not, I will wait. I just reposted that we're giving away 2.
Have 1. Hey, Kay.
Yes. Now, if Kay is the only one doing it and she answers all 3 right, then you gonna get the trip. That's what
Right. Simple as that.
If y'all are in here and you are to want to participate in getting this first giveaway for the trip for 4-day trip to Mexico Beach Resort, put a 1 in the chat, y'all. We getting ready to start.
Getting ready to start.
She said, "Let's go."
Let's go.
Nobody-
Let's go, then.
Jamie said, "Okay."
Let's get started.
Okay, so we got 2 people. It's more than 2 people in here, though. It's at least 7 or 8. It's at least 7 or 8. Quincy said, "Hell." Quincy, I guess you could always win for somebody else, right?
Right. Okay, let's go with the questions. Let's get started.
All right. So let's get it started. So, okay. The first question is, which woman is known as the first Black self-made millionaire? Was it Ida B. Wells, Oprah, or Madam T.J. Walker?
Ooh, let's go.
Is known as the first Black self-made millionaire?
First Black self-made millionaire.
If you're just coming in here, we're asking the first question to win the first trip. Which woman is known as the first Black self-made millionaire? Ida B. Wells, Oprah, or Madam C.J. Walker?
Quincy Sam.
Okay, Caleb, you got it.
Yep, Caleb got it.
Madam C.J.
Walker.
He started the
hairline, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The perfect comb and the hairline, yes.
Go, Kay.
Yeah.
Did you say Oprah?
Huh?
Did you say Oprah? Okay.
All right, y'all. In terms of album sales in the U.S., sold more record, Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
Because Mariah Carey has more of something than Whitney, but Whitney has more of something than Mariah. But when it comes to terms of just album sales in the U.S., who sold more records, Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston?
Oh, I want to know the answer to that. You know who it is, Jen?
I think I do.
Carey, she was a female pimp.
Google it.
Mariah Carey, he says she was a female pimp.
You know what?
I said, oh wait, Jamie said it first. on here. So let me see. Is it yeah, it's Whitney Houston. It's Whitney Houston.
Okay.
Also. Mhm.
As Bloodman would say, Whitney Hatton. Okay. K-Love has one, Jamie has one. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
All right. So the next question is, what is Terry McMillan's most sold book?
Ooh.
Terry McMillan is a Black author.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh,
So
my
what is her
internet went out. What was the question?
Terry McMillan, what was her most sold book?
I think I know that one too.
Oh, she
Hint,
said,
hint, there was a movie made after it.
Yep.
okay. Yeah, I think I know who that lady is.
Mm-hmm.
Terry McMillan got some good books.
Yeah.
And she had a crazy story about her husband being gay, and she said she didn't know it.
Right. Didn't she just do that just the Bloom Blossom novel thing? Is that her? With this new set of novels that just came out?
Oh, she has a
See,
new set. I haven't seen her new set.
But K-Love hit it. K-Love got it. Waiting to exhale.
Waiting to exhale. Yes.
That's the 2 out of the 3. Jamie said, "Mama."
Wow.
No, it was the Waiting to exhale.
Exhale. Absolutely.
Yeah. So okay, K-Love is the winner. Oh, I don't have my thing right now. Quincy would have hit the button like.
Right? Have it.
Felicia,
K-Love.
telephone
Okay.
number.
Okay, so teacher, you gonna get with K-Love?
Yeah, I just need her telephone number. Tell her,
Okay.
K-Love, send me your telephone number to my messenger, please, on Facebook, and I'll send it to you now.
We gave away our first giveaway, y'all. 4-day trip.
Excited.
What?
Yes,
Stop playing.
congratulations, Kay.
You know what? Why did Quincy say how to leave a black man in 10? I'm sick of him.
I can't. This is what I be dealing with every day, y'all. Oh my goodness. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Kay.
Yes.
All right, I had to post that, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm over here being quiet. So, first of all, explain to the viewers, Keisha, how you, for your clients, what you do. When you told me earlier when I asked you about the hookup or about the trips.
Oh, okay. So for all of my clients, so for this year, all of my returning clients received a 5-day, 4-night cruise where they have the option to go to Mexico, the Bahamas, or Turks and Caicos. So that was for all of my returning clients this year, 5 days, 4-night cruise. And it was for 2 adults, 4 children. But each client that files with me, they all get a trip. So it may be this 4-day trip, or it may be a 7-day beach resort trip. I also have, there's several trips, but every client that files with me always gets a trip. Airfare depending on where they're going, and the services that they do with me, because a lot of people, they'll do more than just file their taxes with me, so I'll give them multiple vouchers and they'll get multiple. But any service that you do with me, I always take care of you.
That's dope.
That's I want to be like Keisha when I grow up. She's the boss when it comes to the taxes.
The fact that y'all coming together, I think that is dope. They already society already puts it against us that we have, Black women can't get along, or women in general can't get along and work together. And I think that that's true for some women,
Mhm.
but I don't think that is true for all women. You know, I definitely believe there are some mature women out there that don't put their emotions before logic and before what needs to be done. And they come together and do some dope things. Like Black women are currently making more money and more success in businesses than Black men.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And they heading up there with the white men. So I definitely feel like that's dope that you guys came together, coming together and doing that. I'm definitely going to push that hard for y'all because we need financial literacy, not just for our taxes, but for women who are trying to, or more men who are trying to do businesses, single parents that want to do something to where they don't have to clock in every single day. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Being to train people and be an instructor, that's dope. You make your own schedule, you make your own pay, you know,
Mhm.
so just taking control. I like the freedom of that.
Mhm.
Right. And just like I think it's awesome because I think if you're a mature woman and you see and you're a visionary, I believe that you can collaborate with other women and see, you know what I'm saying, this pot is so huge and what we're doing is just the tip of the iceberg
It
compared to
is.
the pots that's
Mhm.
out there. And right now Black women are on target to be the highest grossing millionaires coming up and coming right now because of entrepreneurship. I think they didn't take into consideration 2020. They thought it was going to set us back, but what it did is it made us become self-efficient.
Well,
Mhm.
We didn't
some
have
people.
anything, so we had to go on the bag and like, hey, what can we do? I seen so many new Black millionaire in real estate, in herbs, in taxes, and digital um products. I mean, it's just so many things that you didn't even know of. Like, oh my God, I didn't even know that existed. I didn't know you can make money doing that. And I think that the reset for us as Black women was 2020, especially being single moms. A lot of people was like, hey, I gotta find something to generate some funds while I can't work. And this became, a big thing with entrepreneurship with us. And I think that if we keep on and keep building on this torch, it would be awesome. Even like with you, Talisha, with um more marketing, and you can even do
I need
virtual
marketing.
yeah, virtual classes, and and show
I thought
um
about that too.
women
Yeah.
how to cook, virtually, have your own cooking show, you know what I'm saying? Just, just keep at it, even if it's 1, 2 watching, if you just keep on and sharing, and you know what I'm saying, it become big, and we each boost each other. When you're
Mhm.
doing your thing, we're behind you boosting you. When we're doing our thing, you're behind us boosting us. You know what I'm saying? And if we did that as a people, you know what I'm saying, as women, I think that our businesses could reach next level.
Mhm.
But it all comes in, not being jealous hearted, not being a gatekeeper, not thinking, oh, I don't want her to succeed. My mom always told me, she was like, you be careful, babe. She said, because people want you to succeed, just not more than them.
Mm.
Me, I don't care.
There.
If you
Mhm.
succeeded more than me, hey,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You did it.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
you made it. Like, that is so awesome to me.
Because in due
To
time,
win.
what God has for us, God has for us, and in due time, we're
That's
gonna
it.
get what God has for us.
We're going to
Coming.
get what God has for us. And
It's
what
coming.
He has for us, no man, no woman, no demon in hell can
Can't
stop.
stop it. It,
Yes.
it it cannot be stopped, and it's coming. It's
And it's
coming. Your
coming.
day is coming. Your time is coming.
Absolutely.
There are so many people in this game that are doing big
things. I mean, they're doing some amazing things, some big things. And there's no jealousy, no hatred, no nothing. It's like, I root them on, and I've built
Absolutely.
relationships in the industry,
Yes.
and I'm happy for them, and I watch how they move, and I'm grateful for how they move, and you just pay attention and you learn things. And I like
Right.
the ones that like to teach you and kind of take
Like
you
you
under their
teach.
wing, right? Take you under
Absolutely.
their wing and teach you. But like you said, the main thing, consistency. We just got to stay consistent.
Yep.
Consistency pays off. You just got to stay consistent. And like you said, I don't care if it's just one person that's
Mhm.
watching. Just stay consistent, even if it's that one person. If it's only one like under that post, so what? Just stay consistent. Continue to post, advertise your business, continue to get it out there. Continue. Just stay with it. Stay with it. And I think that we'll all be okay. There is a lane for each and every one of us. There is a market for every one of us. Everybody's clients are going to be different. I can't keep saying that enough. We all
Right.
have our own market. We're all everybody. I don't want every client. Every client is not
Right.
for me.
Absolutely.
Every client is not for me, and that is another thing that I had to learn. If you trying to have every client, you will end up in the federal penitentiary. Every client is not for you.
I
God
know.
No, you're absolutely correct. I totally understand what you're
and
saying. 'Cause-
especially in this field.
yes.
It really is a customer service. And if we think about it, even with people, anytime that you're doing a business where you are dealing with people, they're buying your product, you're servicing them, that's a customer service.
Mhm.
And so you do have to have some type of people skills. But like Keisha said, everybody ain't for you. You don't want to run into everybody. You don't want everybody to be your client. So, and even for me, I don't mind social media and I do push it at different times. But my true goal is to make money without my face having to, or without my presence. You can use my videos and my photos, but without my presence,
There
like
you go.
literally be on social media. I want to have co-packing deals in the beginning for me to be able to push my food out into stores or machines. I want to do Cajun pastas and gumbos and gumbo pot pies that come in packages like Sara Lee.
Right,
That
right.
people can
And have
throw
them
it
in
in the
Sam's Club.
yeah.
Mhm.
I want to be able to build little businesses that turn into, major businesses where I don't have to put my face out there. I don't want to be famous. I
Right.
truly don't.
Mhm.
I want to be successful and I want to be well off, and I don't mind my face or my name being on something, but I don't want to be on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok every single day or every week.
Right.
Let's just
Right.
pre-record it. But I don't want to do that. And I don't want to have a restaurant. People didn't put restaurant on me. It sounds good. And I would love to do that as an experience for a little while. But my end goal is not to have to stand on my feet for 6 to 7 days straight every single week, every single month.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My goal is to something to where I just continuously make money after I've set it up.
That's right. That's
But
right.
you know what you saying that, Talisha? I this weekend I went to this restaurant, this Hispanic restaurant, this Mexican restaurant. So good. It's called Carolina's here in Las Vegas. And I was waiting for it to open. Me, my mom, my sister, we was going to lunch. And it was a Hispanic man. He was standing out there and he just started talking. So, me, I never meet strangers. I'm just a talking, and he was saying that his grandmother had a recipe for salsa, and he said like it was to die for. So his cousin in LA patented the recipe and sells it. Now it's called Lucky Habanero. You can find it in Sprout and other stores. And I promise you, Talisha, I thought about you. I was like, that's what Talisha can do. She can find her products in that or multiple products and patent it and put it in these stores and sell it. I was like, oh my God, that is so awesome. And I meant to reach out to you. So when you said that, it made me think about that again. And absolutely, and with that, you don't have to stand on your feet.
Right, because it is no different than Patty's nasty pies. If Patty can have
No,
a nasty pie,
you didn't have to. You didn't have to Patty's nasty
I know my kids can
I
have
hated it.
a
I was
good
like,
pie.
I never heard a brand called Patty's Nasty Pies, but then I was like, oh, she's talking about Patty's.
I know.
They say you're supposed to warm it up. They say you're supposed to pop it in the oven for 10 or 15
don't care
minutes.
if you put it in the oven or whatever.
It ain't good.
No.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's how I want my
Get ready to move Patty on over.
People love my sweet potato pies.
Yes.
And when I used to make my pecan pies, and then I started doing cream
Ooh, pecan pies.
pies. And then people love my gumbo, and they love my gumbo pot pies. I started off. I went viral.
Gumbo pot pies.
And all of
That's
these
what I was
things
thinking
can
about.
be put in the box.
Yes.
They sure
in the
can.
store.
They sure can. And I love my. I want my goal, my dream is to have my gumbo. Have gumbo bowls that are frozen and packaged. My gumbo pot pies. That's what I started off on. And then my Cajun.
I was thinking about when I thought about that salsa. I thought about your pot
Because she
pies.
can start off.
I forget Shirley. I mean, not Shirley.
How to package
Forget,
it and send it to Alabama because I done already requested it.
Yes. Yes. I kept telling them, like, so you had to figure out a way to send that.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Look, we can already figure out how to package and send it off by shipping it to Alabama and Vegas. See, that'll be the start.
And I figured out those things later. When I started and I was just shipping pies from people sending me orders, or I started my website and had my store on there, people would go on there and make orders. I was shipping to New York, to Chicago, to California, here in Texas, Louisiana. You know, Louisiana don't play about their gumbo, but they was ordering.
No, they don't
They don't play.
So
Louisiana will do
your
that.
shipping cost. Was your shipping cost pretty good? Is it fair? Or did you include it in pricing?
It was whooping my ass the more pot pies they ordered. If they only ordered 4 to 6 pot pies, then I would be able to get a benefit. I would be able to get a profit. But anything more than 6 pot pies is going to cost because of the weight.
No, your shipping. No, you don't pay your shipping.
And
I know. I didn't want to charge them. I didn't want to charge them. So, but I found out later I can feel bad about charging them if they're going to buy it. They're gonna buy it.
It needs
They
to
pay
be
shipping.
included
Hey,
in your
when they
pricing.
order on TikTok, when they order on Amazon, they're paying shipping.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to include your shipping in your price.
But also to T, when you start back up again, also look into getting you a shipping account.
Yes, I was just about to say
that. I learned that as I was dissolving and I was sliding down my wall crying. I learned that later.
Yes, because even with my tax firm, I had to get me a shipping account for my tax because I was paying for the postage, but I realized that it was cheaper to just get me a shipping account and when shipping off, because we do a lot of overnighting and that could be costly. So it comes up to about $13, $14.
Even with the credit repair would happen to certify their letters to send out.
When you're having to send out those certified letters. So if you get a shipping account, it comes out to be cheaper.
I'm so sorry.
I'm tired of him. And I forget to highlight the damn comments. But yeah.
They are. Because we can move Patty smooth on over. I'm telling you. I do not want to see Patty come November. I don't.
That's hilarious.
You taste the teas pies.
Teas pie. I need to have cheese pie sitting up in Walmart.
Absolutely.
But no, I'm going to ask more questions. I'm about to delve into this. And I still haven't forgot that I want to support Cubana's business as well with the herbs. And I've been doing my thing with that too. Right now, I'm taking like this powder that is called Moringa.
Listen, couple that Moringa with some ashwagandha, girl.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give her something. Cut that with some ashwagandha. Yeah.
So I'm still gonna do.
What's your cash app?
And I think that's dope. But everything that we've been talking about tonight, I think is dope. Jamie, J Poo, are you still in here? I definitely feel like for the second one, what is the second trip?
We're gonna do the same one. You want to send it to Jamie?
Listen, oh my God, God is. Do you hear me? That's all I'm gonna say is, because I promised I wanted to give the first one to her, but I was like, let me shut up.
Yeah.
And the reason why, and I'm gonna tell you the
Jamie,
reason
go
why.
ahead and hit my messenger and send
Because
me your telephone
Jamie
number,
is
girl. We're gonna send you the
faithful
second one.
to our podcast every single show. I know if don't anyone show up, Jamie Williams is going to be in this podcast and collaborating and yes, I'm with it. I'm with it.
There a time limit on these trips? Usually it's a year, huh?
It is. It showed me it was delivered. Okay, so time limit. It has to be redeemed within. Okay, Keisha, hold on. I'm inside of the system. I just sent Caleb.
Quincy, don't be talking about my word. My students say that, but I'm teaching them like
12.
absolutely.
Okay. let me look at this. If I'm not mistaken,
and is it for only one person, or is it 2 person?
2 people.
Okay, cool. So that's good to know, Jamie. And for Caleb, it's a 2-person thing. You can bring a second person.
Yes. It has to be redeemed, I think it's like 12 months. It has to be redeemed within, but then you have like 24 months to actually use it.
Okay.
You just have to redeem it. You know, you have to redeem it within a certain time, but then you get 24 months to actually use it.
Have to use it. Okay.
Yeah.
So shout out to Kayla for the first trip that she won.
Congratulations.
Beach resort in Mexico. And then I want to go ahead and gift the second one. And then, like you said, Cubana, you already had her in mind. And I always have
had her in mind.
Because, and me and Quincy have talked about it on the show, like we wanted to do something for them because they've always supported us. So from day one, I don't really think that there is too many places they haven't went. It's Jamie. This is a 4-day trip to Mexico, and it's a Mexico Beach resort. That's the actual place that it's at, Mexico Beach Resort. And you have 12 months, so a year to redeem it, to claim it. You know, call in or go on the online and redeem it, and then about an extra 12 months to take the trip. So 2 years. Redeem it within a year, and then you have 2 years to do it. So y'all have plenty of time to let the baby grow up. And just in case you need a babysitter, y'all ain't got to do it right away.
And on the first 12 months, click behind me and just make sure that that's what it is. It's 12 months, the redemption. Make sure I'm right on that, so you don't miss your redemption. But I know it's like 24 months before you have to actually use it.
Okay.
But the redemption is less than the actual use. And I was trying to find, it'll tell me in the system, but I don't want to click out of, I'm in the spot where to send Jamie hers as soon as I get her telephone number. So I didn't want to move out of here really quick.
I'm going to tell her to.
And then Talisha, for having me, I am going to be sending you and your hubby.
Oh, don't tell me, because I'm about to cry. No, I'm just like,
wait, I was to say, watch her cry.
Yes, I'm actually going to send you, the hubby, and the kids. I'm going to send you guys on a cruise.
What?
Awesome. Yay.
And then
I'm so happy. I wish I had all the sounds right now. I'll be like the class.
You have to do your sound machine next time, T.
I know.
Maybe I'll have mine by then.
Jen, we are going to send you on one too.
Okay.
What? Look, she giving them out like Oprah. You get a trip. You get a trip. You get a cruise.
That's what I want to be like with Keisha when I grow up.
Um,
Boss.
Look.
Hey, where y'all want to go? Okay, I'm gonna send you, and you.
Yeah, for real.
we're gonna send you guys on cruises. I'm gonna send those to you guys.
I would love to definitely do the cruise for sure. I've been saying about the cruise.
See?
What is the hell I'm talking about? Jimmy said, "Oh shoot, okay, I'll be back." She's gonna send you her phone number.
Okay, yes, I just need Jamie's telephone number, and then I'll send you guys yours here. As soon as I have
Yeah.
Jamie's number. Let me send Jamie hers.
The
and then I'm
Joneses
gonna
deserve
send
a vacation. They be working hard, honey.
That's
Hold
what
on,
the fuck
Quincy want to get on. Quincy want to get on, y'all.
Oh, look,
I'm
come
already
on,
in there.
Q.
That's what the
Come
fuck I'm talking about.
Jamie, let me know you received the text message. I just sent yours, Jamie.
Come
Thank
on,
you, Q.
Q.
Appreciate you, man, for real.
You guys are very welcome.
That's
We
what's
finna
up.
act the ass on the
And,
boat. I promise.
you better. I mean, you better show all the way out.
All the way
Pictures
out.
coming, man. Definitely appreciate you, Cuddy.
Yes, not a problem. I'm sending them to you. I'm sending them out right now too.
Let me get out of
And
here.
then
I didn't crash the
Don't
woman's party. Let me get up out of here. I didn't crash the woman's
All
party.
right,
Let me
baby.
go.
You on your way home?
We appreciate you for coming into the podcast and supporting us.
Thank you guys for having me.
I love.
I really appreciate it because I think you dropped some gems that a lot of people didn't know. I, for one, sure didn't know when it came to.
for
It
real.
was kind of sketchy with the HSA and the FSA. So you answered some questions for me, and with my retirement, I'm gonna go to the max tomorrow.
Yes, you want to go to the max because that's pre-tax deductions. It's good for you. It's good for you.
Yes.
See,
And
now
so-
I know I have your telephone number in my phone.
Which one?
Talisha, now I know I had her telephone number in my phone. What's
Oh, I
that?
can give it to you right now. I don't care about the internet because I ain't gonna answer unless you
Okay,
in my
yeah,
phone.
give it to me, but and make sure give it to me.
209
Uh-huh.
242
242.
3656.
Okay, but why is it? And let me put this in my phone because why? And I bet you when I go to type it in here, it's gonna pop up. What do I have? Okay, hold on.
Or unless you got a new
Oh,
phone.
they got it. K Love says she got hers, and Jamie says she got hers. Yeah.
She got hers. Okay.
Congratulations, beautiful.
Congratulations, you guys. 20.
And you know the crazy part is they're too. You know, multiple kids. So I being able to give that to a mom and somebody you know who has be busting their ass to take care of kids and have taken care of women and been there for them partly hardly for themselves. So you know, and whoever else in their life. So you know what I'm saying? And then the dope part is you have 24 months, 2 years to use it.
Yeah.
Remember, read the information to make sure when you need to redeem it, because you might have to redeem it within a 1 year span. Like what is it? Going on the online or calling in, letting them know you still want it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so do that before the year is up. But definitely you have 2 years to do it, so that gives them time, babysitters, whatever they want to do with it. And I definitely feel like K Love deserves it. Hey, Callie. Oh, girl, you came in late, girl. And I definitely feel like Jamie deserves it. And I definitely
absolutely
deserves it. So shout out to them.
T, did yours come in? Did you get the text message?
Let me see.
And that is so funny because when we first talked about it, Jamie is the first person that came to mind to me. She really did. And I was like, okay, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to see what T talking about. And if we all, you know, in the same realm, then yes. And I love it. I love it. That's awesome.
Okay, Jen, tell me if you got your text message with
I
yours.
just got a text. Let's see.
You just got it?
Shout out to KTS.
Yeah, I got it.
Everybody's taken care of. I appreciate y'all for having me. I've enjoyed myself. I was so nervous too.
Oh, you did an awesome job.
I was so nervous. I told y'all. I guess that wine kind of.
Yes.
Yes, it calms you. It gives you,
Yes.
it
Quincy
calms your
says
nerves.
there
And
an
be like,
age
hey,
limit
you
for
got
the
this.
kids?
Yes. Huh?
Says there an age limit for the kids?
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay, well, our kids are 13 and over, anyways.
Yeah, y'all good. There's no age.
You know they got they got on the ship, they got kids
Ocean
clubs.
Blue. Yeah, Ocean
Yeah.
Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they got the kids club. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Oh yeah,
But,
tell him. Yeah.
But these kids are old enough; they won't even be in the Ocean Blue. They're gonna be in the club, the team,
Right. They're
actual
gonna be in
real
the
Right.
club, the actual club, the team
Right. My
Yes.
son's about to be 15 this year, and my daughter gonna be 14 on Christmas. Them niggas is growing up.
Your kids is ready to go. Yeah, they're ready to go. That's how
Right.
I feel too. All of my kids are ready to go. They are all ready.
Jamie, tell 50 he owe me a plant when I come to California. Not just a bud, not just he owe me a plant. No, this one.
Oh.
You know,
Not the whole plant, but a couple of stems and definitely some wax. Okay, we 420 over
I
here.
want a plant, a whole plant.
Right? You know,
Because look, I had got 3 plants before and let my homegirl cousin, he was supposed to be cultivating when he ran off to Texas with our plants.
You go in Vegas too?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Alabama need to do something.
Man, Texas does too. And Texas, we got they you say they say it's not legal out here, but yeah, we have 2 cannabis stores, cannabis clubs literally down the street from me.
It's not
and they
legal.
cannabis.
It's not legal either.
Nah, not recreationally, and you can have certain illnesses and be able to get it. So they do have cannabis.
But the catch to that is if you have a marijuana card, you can't have a gun.
Oh,
Take the gun all
really?
day, sorry. But it's legal here in Nevada, so.
Huh.
But see,
Yeah.
Keisha, you in Alabama, that's part of that Bible Belt, so.
Yeah, because it's not legal whatsoever at all. So then they were supposed to try to do like the I guess the medical marijuana and open up the things. So there's been a halt on that when it came to handing out the business licenses to open those up. I guess they were down there playing favorites as who they were going to give the license to. So none of those have even opened up.
Yes, sir.
They should go ahead and make it legal. I think marijuana should be legal everywhere.
Because I'm trying to figure out how can you legalize alcohol
and
and not marijuana, because you'll be better legal. Because listen, Las Vegas has so many,
and tobacco been tearing us up, and they still legalize it.
Listen, there are so many accidents in Las Vegas, and when they do their blood alcohol level, it is through the roof. You think you're letting them drink all day for free?
Right.
24 hours. What do you expect?
Right. Well, I'll be in Vegas in September, Jen.
And you coming in August, right? Well,
yeah,
y'all know. I don't
August,
know if you
July 31st, actually. July 31st to the 2nd, I believe it is.
Well, I don't know if you have a room, but my home is always open.
Thank you.
I got you. Yes, definitely.
I graduate in Vegas in September. That's where my graduation is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. In Nevada, is it Nevada University? Las Vegas University?
I heard, yes. I've heard of that.
Okay, yeah, I graduate in Vegas in September.
Oh, cool! I'll be at your graduation and everything. And then
yes, ma'am. We have a ticket. Definitely, I'll have a ticket for you.
Look at that!
So me and the whole family will be there. Everybody. So my dad will be able to come, and everybody will be there. My dad will be there too. Uncle TJ will be there. The 25th to the 29th.
Listen,
and it's your birthday.
It's right before my birthday. It ended up being a straight blessing. What happened was because usually, they hold. I go to University of Phoenix, so I really should have been walking the stage in Arizona. That's where the college is.
Right.
But this year they did something different, and they did 2 ceremonies. Where one is in Orlando, Florida, which I could have walked because I really would be done with school. in June. So June 30th, I could have walked in Orlando, Florida, in that ceremony. And then the second one they had to walk was in September in Las Vegas. Well, with me being from California, that made it where my dad, my sister, and everybody could come.
Now hold on, let me click
chose
off
to walk in
because
Vegas.
I'm gonna turn my video off because I'm in tears right now thinking about my Uncle TJ.
Uncle TJ, yeah, he'll be there too. He's coming. But I boohoo cried too because it's crazy, right, Jen? And so that's my mom's brother. Yeah, he was locked up for like almost 30 years.
Almost listen.
Wow.
When I say Uncle TJ with my pregnancy with CJ,
yeah,
every day. Cut them potatoes right now so I can cook some French fries for my niece. Because I said I want some French fries. He was like, up and I got you. Every morning.
Uncle
at Grandma Lorraine house every morning. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy to see. And he don't even look like he aged.
He didn't. He looks the same, just the same, just young as he want to be. He did not age one bit.
Yes.
One bit. But we'll all be there from the 24th to the 29th. All the kids, everybody be there.
I'm excited.
That's dope. And the crazy part is,
make sure you get a ticket. Huh?
Thanks. Yes.
I'm going down there to because my girl Michelle, the one that we had on here before Michelle died, she's in Vegas. She's from St. Louis, and we met in Stockton, but she now lives in Vegas, and that's where she's graduating. So that's why I'm going out there.
Oh, okay.
So, and she flew to Stockton to be there for us for our full cup when we had the live full cup out in Stockton. And so and just anything that I do, she always support me. She flew out here just to visit me. Usually you see people fly to a city and if they have a friend there, they'll visit them, but they have other things going on. She literally just to see me and spend time with me. We finished at church on that Sunday. So before she left, so I was like, got to make sure. One thing about me is that I always want to make sure that I'm a good friend to people who are good friends to me.
Absolutely.
Right.
And like, ever supported me, I keep that in my head. If you've ever paid for my meal when I was broke, I keep that in my head. If you ever sent me something for a birthday or anniversary, I keep those things in my head. When you celebrate with me or be there for me when I'm down, I keep those things in my head because I want to repay it. I want to repay it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and sometimes you can't. Like, even with parents, I feel like I owe my mom so much, but I don't even know if I ever give her what she ever gave, my parents.
Repay my mommy. I could never repay my mommy what she has been in my life, what she has raised me to be. Like, my mom that's my shero. My dad was my hero, and my mom is my shero. Like, that's my girl. She's something else. She hard to raise though. But
she hard to raise. Now it's like you guys are raising them, huh?
Yeah, she hard to raise. She'll listen. But that's my chick. That's my chick right there.
Y'all kids are grown, and y'all gonna be hard to raise too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, don't forget that, because you
already be telling me I don't listen.
Because my children are already telling me, Mom, you just think you real grown right now.
Right,
you just think you real grown.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Quincy said he gonna have to sue you if you keep using absolutely.
Listen, that's my word. Because absolutely, even my why you think I love that song?
I know.
That's my word. And my students be saying that, like, when I say something when I'm teaching and I say a little something afterwards, they be like, absolutely.
Absolutely. So I was gonna go out on another song tonight, but I might have to make absolutely if he got it on here.
Absolutely.
He might.
Please do. That's my stuff.
But But I just want to say thank you for the information that you gave us today, and not just Keisha, but Cubana too. I know you was like playing the back, but I know you know some of this information as well. So shout out to y'all. Anybody that's watching tonight or will be watching after this, shout out to Cubana and Keisha. You can always hit either of them up.
Yes.
Cubana Queen on Facebook, Lakeisha Hutchinson on Facebook, or KTS Services.
Yes.
And y'all see that these are some beautiful and intelligent and driven women. We say we want to protect and support Black women or just women in general. Right here, we have two examples.
3.
Like super dope, super down to earth. And you know, you can talk to them whatever about your information. You ain't got to worry about it getting back to nobody.
No.
Nope.
And if you guys want to come into the industry, let us know.
Let us know.
We are also welcome to, you can come into the industry. Right now is the time where we are bringing on preparers. We have the software. If you want to come into credit restoration, if you want to do business funding, if you want to be a mortgage lender, you want to process home loans, hit us up. You can come on in. Now is the time. We are out of tax season now, where we are processing only the ones that have filed extensions. And so now is the time for us to start training new people. Hit us up in our messenger. If you want to get started and you want to start your own financial services firm, hit us up so that you can come into the industry and start your own business as well. And no, we're not like the other people. We are not going to charge you thousands and thousands of dollars to come into.
Let me tell you guys something. Keisha is so dope. And I'm not just saying that because, number one, she's my cousin. Number two, because I know her. But I'm saying it because there is not many out there that has their own tax software.
Oh, thank you.
That's dope.
Keisha has her own.
I wish I had my machine right now.
Software. Okay.
Yeah. But you can have your own software too, because Keisha is also able to brand your business to have your own software as well, because Keisha bought the licensing to her software. You can brand your business as well.
Yes.
So it's something that I have that I cannot provide and give to you as well. So if you come on board and when you get ready to run your business to full capacity, we can brand your business, and your business will have its own software, and not only its own software, but you will have your own mobile app as well.
Absolutely.
That is connected to your software, and it will be branded with your company logo. And even working with us, you will not promote our businesses. You will promote your own business.
That's how she see how dope she is. That's how she had it set up. It's not when you come on, she doesn't even put herself first. She still brands your business.
You're going to promote your business. You do not promote mine. You will promote your own. And when it's that time, we're going to brand it out where your software will say your business name, your app will have your business logo, everything, because I do have the licensing where I can brand out your business and change it all over.
That is going to bring it back to her anyways, because guess what? When you give to other people, when you teach other people, when you extend the table to other people, it comes back to you anyways. Who they gonna ask you how you did it, and they gonna point you back to who helped them, who put them on, who did what they, you know what I'm saying? So either way, even if they don't, somebody down the way is going to figure out who they got it from.
God is going to make sure they go back to the source.
Yes, exactly. The source.
Yes.
The source is the source.
Absolutely. I'm excited. This is awesome.
Too. But thank you, ladies. I truly do appreciate you, ladies, very, very much. Thank you, ladies, for having me. Very, very much. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, we appreciate you. You have anything you want to leave anybody with, Cubana or Keisha, before I play this song? Absolutely.
Each one, teach one. That's all I have.
Yes. And I say, always remember to have a great day on purpose. Don't allow
Yeah.
anyone to stop your motion. Don't allow nobody to stop your shine. Don't allow nobody to stop your grind. Do not allow nobody to harden your heart. Always be you and allow yourself to shine.
Absolutely. Love it.
And I think go ahead. Are you gonna say something?
No.
And I think I want to just add to all of that listen, be around people who are smarter than you. Be around people who knows things you don't know. This is for females and this is for males as well. Be around people who are smarter than you, that are bigger than you, that are doing more than you, and don't be intimidated by it. Put your ego and pride to the side and learn from them. Be humble enough to learn from them. If you cannot learn, you cannot grow. So learn from the people around you. If everybody around you is just as smart as you in the wrong circle. You need to you outgrowing them.
Mm-hmm.
And we leave on that note, y'all.
That's awesome. That's my jam.
The damn
so complex.
When they ask, will I win? Absolutely. Am I deep in my bag? Absolutely. They feelings is hurt because I know what I'm worth and been winning since birth. Absolutely. They want me to fall. Absolutely. Am I covered in gold? Absolutely. I'm hotter this summer, so please take a number, continue to work. Absolutely. When they ask, will I win? Absolutely. Am I deep in my bag? Absolutely. They feelings is hurt because I know what I'm worth and been winning since birth. Absolutely. They want me to fall. Absolutely. Am I covered in gold? Absolutely. I'm hotter this summer, so please take a number, continue to work. Absolutely. How do you want it? How do you feel? Surrounded by goons and they shoot to kill. I don't do pills, but I blow trees. She talk too much, not next to me. I need the cash, you keep the extra. I don't work out, but still I am flexing. Fuck your life, fuck your wife. Only what condoms, that's for my protection. The way you see it is not how I see it. I'm disagreeing, not my prescription. You are a hater, you sit with the haters. In the nosebleeds, not in my section. There will be singing and flower bringing. If you are thinking of taking my watch, not 12 rounds, but you in the ground. After some prayer, you still want a box? When they ask, will I win? Absolutely. Am I deep in my bag? Absolutely. They feelings is hurt because I know what I'm worth and been winning since birth. Absolutely. They want me to fall. Absolutely. Am I covered in gold? Absolutely. I'm hotter this summer, so please take a number, continue to work. Absolutely. When they ask, will I win? Absolutely. Am I deep in my bag? Absolutely. They feelings is hurt because I know what I'm worth and been winning since birth. Absolutely. They want me to fall. Absolutely. Am I covered in gold? Absolutely. I'm hotter this summer, so please take a number, continue to work. Absolutely.
Thought I would stop, want me to flop? Absolutely not. Put me to the game, pass me the rock. Down on the score, now we back on top. I came in this league undrafted. Some of you need to practice. My team gets the cream all around the atlas. Stock and Globetrotter, hot as cold water. If you hot, then my flow's hotter. If you thinking to get with me, a king, please. Don't bother, got this thing on lock like a chassis. Got the dance, you think you gas me. I'm the truth in the booth, and I'm only speaking facts.
When they ask, will I win? Absolutely. Am I deep in my bag? Absolutely. They feelings is hurt because I know what I'm worth and been winning since birth. Absolutely. They want me to fall. Absolutely. Am I covered in gold? Absolutely. I'm hotter this summer, so please take a number, continue to work. Absolutely. When they ask, will I win? Absolutely. Am I deep in my bag? Absolutely. They feelings is hurt because I know what I'm worth and been winning since birth. Absolutely. They want me to fall. Absolutely. Am I covered in gold? Absolutely. I'm hotter this summer, so please take a number, continue to work. Absolutely.
Yes, that was the song, y'all. And that is one of my favorite songs. Another one is Die, but that's definitely one of my songs.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. So not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that, y'all know we do this every first and third Tuesday for the ladies. We are going to continue to bring you some great topics. The topics I had tonight, we're going to save for next the third Tuesday.
Yes.
But I appreciate everybody that come through, the men, the women. I appreciate you guys all. Shout out to K-Love. Shout out to Jamie Williams, winners of the 4-day resorts to Mexico Beach Resort.
Yay.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to me. I didn't got a cruise, y'all. I've been talking about
I had no idea. I'm so excited.
Y'all know I love the cruise.
I
Yes.
love it. I'm
This will be
so
my first.
excited.
This will be my first piece of
Really?
you popping my cherry.
Oh,
Nah.
have fun. Oh, yes. Have a
Check off the
ball.
bucket list.
Yes.
Have fun. Take the Bahamas one.
Yes. Okay.
Go to
I want
Nassau.
to. Yeah. I want to. Yeah. I'm gonna do it Bahamas. I'm gonna do
the
Bahamas.
Go to Nassau. You got to must.
Yeah.
Go to
All
Nassau.
right, y'all. Well, go ahead, Kimana.
Oh no, I was saying yeah with her. I was agreeing with her with the Nassau.
Yes.
Mhm.
Is that how you said Nassau?
Nassau. Yeah.
Nassau. Okay. Yeah, it was beautiful. I loved it. That's where I went October for my birthday. It was Turks and Caicos,
Oh.
Nassau, and Dominican Republic.
Oh.
That's
I had fun. I went
okay.
by myself too, y'all.
Oh,
You went.
you know what? That's one of
myself.
so that's one of my ultimate goals I'm working on. I want to go on a trip. Like I've been like to around here, Vegas, California, but I want to go on a trip just by myself and just
Yeah. I
out
took
there.
an 8-day cruise by myself for my birthday last year. That's what I did in October. I was by myself on that cruise.
Wow, that's
Bring.
I had
awesome.
a ball. When I
How
tell you I
good.
had so much fun.
But I think that's dope. I've said before, I had a situation when I was 20 and 21 and 22 where I was kicking it by myself because my girls were moving away or getting married or having kids. They couldn't kick it. And I learned how to have fun by myself.
Right.
Go places, have drinks, have food, travel by myself. And make friends. Just be adventurous. Just be talkative. Or when people talk, you talk back.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I learned. I do a lot of stuff. That's what people, even concerts now. I go to a lot of blues shows by myself.
Yeah, I do a lot by myself, but I haven't took that self-love trip, and that's what I want to do. I want to do a self-love trip where it's just me. And I've really been thinking Napa or Monterey. That's where I really been.
That's gonna be nice.
That's gonna be nice.
It was one of my best cruises that I've been on, which was this one by myself. Like I've been on cruises with other people. I think I had the most fun on this one that I went on by myself.
By yourself.
And I think it's because you beat to the beat of your own drum. So every day I woke up, I was doing what I wanted to do, and I wake up when I want doing. I had fun. I had a good time, and I met a lot of people. So I'm coming from back this way in Alabama. On the ship, there's a family out of Los Angeles that I met in San Diego that I met on the ship. Had a great time. I had met them on the ship. I met so many people, though. I'm like you. I'm friendly. So
great way to network. That's air sign.
Don't meet strangers at all. But I met so many people. And while we were on the ship, we actually planned another cruise that's coming at the end of the year that we all going on together, meeting on the cruise ship, going on together. So I met so many people, though. I had a good time. I did. Awesome. But y'all know I love the cruise. So, but as long as I'm paying it to the sea, I can't give the trips to myself.
So you can gift them out. That's what's up.
Take care of my people. I take care.
Yes, I appreciate. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And y'all have fun.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna take lots and lots and lots of pictures.
Yes, please take a lot of pictures. Talisha, don't hurt my cousin on that cruise now. Don't hurt my cousin on that cruise now. And don't y'all reset and restart with a new Bambino.
No. Don't you speak that on me. And birth control. Control.
Okay, look out.
Man, no.
Way, huh?
Nope. Ain't no third one. That ship has passed. That ship has sailed like the ship I'm about to get on for this cruise.
Okay. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Good night, ladies. Love y'all. I love you, Kobe.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.